to know. As they said, the story goes. Baby, now I got the flow. Cause I know it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'd win. You lied to me. All those times I said that I loved you. You lied to me. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. You lied to me. Even though you know I'd die for you. You lied to me. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried. Return of the man. It is. Return of the man. Come on. Return of the man. Oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I am. Return of the man. Once again. Return of the man. Top of the world. Return of the man. Watch my flow. You know that I'll be back. Here I go. So I'm back up in the game. Hustling stone. Running things to keep my swine. Night long. Letting all the people know that I'm back to run the show. Cause what you did, you know was wrong. And all the nasty things you done. So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. You lied to me. Cause she said she'd never turn on me. You lied to me. But you did, but you did. You lied to me. All this pain you said I'd never feel. You lied to me.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. And I see you. The way I breathe you in. It's the texture of your skin. I wanna wrap my arms around you, baby, never let you go. And I see you. It's nothing like your touch. It's the way you lift me up. Yeah, and I'll be right here with you till the end. I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
You ain't sure yet, but I'm for ya. All I could want, all I could wish for. Nights alone that we miss more. The days we save as souvenirs. There's no time, I wanna make more time. I give you my whole life. I left my girl under my Yorker. Hate to leave it, call it torture. Remember when I couldn't hold her? Left the package for a over.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I get the feeling, so I'm sure. And in my hand because I'm yours. I can't pretend, I can't ignore. You're right for me. Don't think you wanna know just where I've been. Oh. Don't be distracted. The one I need is right in my arms. Your kisses taste as sweet as mine. And I'll be right here with you till the end.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's that shit. I took my trip up to the north, yeah. Badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Hello, it's me. Can you hear me?
We're staying all night. We'll never slow down. I think we better do it like we're doing it. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love.
What I love it, what I love it.
It's so baby, take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
What I love it,
say sorry, 'cause I'm missing more than just your body. It's a lie, I stole when this track is not over.
He likes me. He likes me.
Oh, good.
I've seen the devil.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive is why I yet. It's your primitive is why I yet. If you got a big one, let me search it. To find out how hard I gotta work, yeah. It's your primitive is why I
I'll
yet.
send you this. I don't know if this will help with you.
I just wanna, yeah, I just feel like, ooh, every time I see you, I just, hey. What you know about living on the top? Penthouse suites, looking down on the op. Took her for a test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spend it on a watch. Hold on, while they catch another plate. Apple bottom, make them wanna wait. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. I'd rather be famous instead. I'd rather that get to my head. I don't care. I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I'd rather that get to my head. I don't care. I tell it.
He knows.
I'll put you through hell. Just know me.
When he wrecked,
So sure of yourself. Baby, don't get greedy. That's the one and well. Ooh, and well. Let's go. Golden night, my lace forever. Golden night, I'll show him forever. Forever to see what I've
don't
got.
get too big, he goes, just crunch this out. It's going to go live.
Isn't can you read music? It's can you hear it? Can you hear the music? Yes, I can.
Mind your business, bitch. Work it on, I get the lot. Gotta get work it on, next nobody dance for you. Work it on, I get the lot. Gotta get work it on, next nobody dance for you.
He say that I'm good enough, I'm not good enough. Think about shit that better chew it up like it's gum. Then wipe your mouth when you done.
Been tripping about you daily. I've been out of my mind, looking all kind of crazy. Oh, hope you know I'm not greedy. I don't need.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, good evening and a welcome to Lakemba, New South Wales, Australia. Fight night tonight, professional bouts times 6. Of course, we make our way to the WBA Oceania Championship title fight over 10 3-minute rounds. But for now, let's go to the first bout on tonight's program. The opening contest is in the light heavyweight division, and we are scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Make welcome, firstly, to the red corner, Jamadi. And the opponent across the ring will box from the red corner, Alex Walters.
That was really good insight. So Jamet's just flown over. How long has he been over here for?
I'm doing 500, I'm out of control. But there's nowhere to go.
Right, okay, cool. And you say Alex has been out of the ring for 8 months? Okay, no, he's still fresh. I went over a year, one of my professional, and during the course of my career, I went over a 1 year without a fight. Yeah, it's horrific. So, I think what, 4 months? Fine. That's almost an ideal weight.
Because he's coming off the back of a fairly heavy knockout loss.
Here we go with the opening contest on tonight's program. Tonight's event proudly brought to you by J&I Promotions in conjunction with Billy Hussein Body Punch Gym. The opening contest is the light heavyweight division over 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing firstly boxing from the red corner. Tonight wearing the white trunks with red piping. He weighed in 78.35 kilograms. He hails from Indonesia. Jamadi.
That is the name, Jamed Jumanji.
And the opponent across the ring will box from the blue corner. 79.3 kilograms, and tonight wears the black trunks with a silver trim. 22 bouts, 20 victories, 2 against, and 10 by way of knockout. He's trained by Billy Hussein Body Punch Boxing. He hails out of Lakemba, New South Wales, Australia. Introducing Alex Walters. Your third man in the ring when the action begins, a referee, William Sulas.
Wow, Alex looks primed. He looks quite fit.
Yeah, he's obviously quite a large light heavyweight. Lost where he was ahead on the rounds, on the points. Upset knockout.
Well, this will be interesting. We get a perspective at Alex if he can do something serious long term based off doing so well through his career.
And now, interested to see where his headspace is at, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be the main thing.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean, Camille. We'll get to find out what kind of caliber of long-term fighter he can be. You know, you recover from a brutal stoppage loss well, you've still got it. But if this starts off very tidy with Jumanji, as his last name's supposed to be pronounced, pouring with the jabber as Alex looks to set the action with some heavy, stiff jabs. I get the suspicion straight away, Camille, that Alex is going to start to come forward and impose his will. That's a huge overhand right that narrowly misses by the high guard of Jumanji. Good body jabs by Alex. Jamed just pouring away.
Looks like he's trying to stay on the outside.
Yeah, based off the crispness of these jabs to the head and especially the body, that seems like a really good idea. Alex got some local support here, trained by the Hussein brothers.
Correct, from Body Punch Lakemba,
yeah.
So he's doing quite well at the start.
Yeah.
He comes from pedigree, of course.
Yeah, he does. He's living up to the name of the Body Punches. Oh, it's a huge overhand right. Digs to the body with the left and the right. Narrowly misses with a big overhand right. The referee breaks him up. We can tell that Alex is going to set the pace, and Alex is not looking to win on points. One thing that I really like about Alex is that he's keeping his hands up and his elbows in the whole time. He's very compact. Usually when you find someone that's really trying to bang and do damage, they get a bit sloppy. But Alex's hands are up really well. Big lead hook, catches Jidah on the temple, and he goes down in round number 1. Well, the experimental hypothesis was, how will Alex respond after his first loss? He looks sensational thus far.
Absolutely. It doesn't look like he's really missed a beat. He's really come out with confidence.
Oh, these are brutal shots. Brutal
This will be
shots to the
over
head
very
and the
soon.
body. Yeah, I think so, unfortunately. You'd use that term hanging on for dear life at this point. Jidah gets hit with a hard right hook to the body. That was legal. That was a beautiful, very clever punch. Jidah goes down again. And that old term, queer street, looks quite apt for Jidah. He is struggling. You've got some empathy for this guy. He's still willing to go on. The referee's going to allow it. I'd say this would be his final hurrah. Alex stalks in beautifully. Hands up, knees bent, dig into the body. You can see the Sassine influence there, and he's dropped by another overhand. And that is fight number 1. What do you think, Camille? Alex looks all right psychologically.
Yeah, it's difficult to see. There's definitely no issues at all with him there. He's come out, first round stoppage, really made a statement that to show the last fight hasn't affected him at all.
Yeah, that was a statement. That was definitely a statement. That was quite entertaining as well. Credit to Jidah, coming over from Indonesia. Did his best, but just looked like there was such an overwhelming amount of will and firepower from Alex. It's tough.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult for an Indonesian like Jidah coming across, being the B-side on a home promotion. But nonetheless, he put up a great fight. He tried his best for the round that he was there, so you can't knock him.
Yeah, no, he did his best. It's rough when you see a fighter who just doesn't have the firepower. He had skills, he genuinely had skills, but just the disparity in the firepower, that's what carried that fight from my perspective.
Ben, in your experience, you've been a world title challenger, former WBA world title challenger. I'd love to know, where can you see Alex going from here?
Just to clarify, are you reiterating the challenger to make it clear to everyone that I didn't win the title?
Yes. I may or may not be saying that. Nonetheless, you still fought one, which is phenomenal.
I've just met this guy tonight. He's very cocky. No, me and Camille are wonderful friends.
Wonderful is a bit of an exaggeration, but we'll take that.
Yeah, you will. I'd say based off that, like the thing that I liked about him most is that he felt so confident and he threw bombs, but kind of reminded me of Miguel Cotto quite a bit.
30 seconds into the opening round, your referee stops this contest after 3 knockdowns. Your winner by way of TKO, blue corner, Alex Walters.
When you get the bloodlust and you're coming off a knockout loss, and you've got nerves, you're fighting in your hometown, right? In front of a crowd, probably more than 50% of the people here know him personally.
Alex, once again, congratulations. Successful tonight in the opening round, and as usual, you always got plenty of support here when you fight.
Thank you everyone for coming out. Appreciate it. It's back to the gym Monday and on to the next.
Well, all the best, mate. I know you don't have too many words to say. Have you got anything planned for the new year?
I just want to whack out as many fights as possible, man, and hopefully we get something big in the new year.
Well, all the best, Alex, and congratulations once again. Successful tonight by way of TKO, Alex Walters.
Responsible, which is very impressive.
And where can you see him going? How high can you see his ceiling? In your experience,
Yeah.
he's been to the top. Where can you see Alex's ceiling?
As you made it clear, almost to the very top. I'd say Alex is great because, like I said, it's so defensively responsible. You couple that with the serious firepower, you've got a really responsible person. That's someone that's got a long-term career because they're going to stay responsible and disciplined. Typically your fighting style reflects the big picture lifestyle that you take if it's a career for you, your diet, how early you wake up, if you wake up every day, even when you're tired. I think that, coupled with the fact that he's in cahoots with the Sassine brothers, his boxing pedigree's there, and it looks like he's going to go somewhere serious. It's more a matter of when, as opposed to if.
I think the interesting part for Alex will be the weight division, because you can see that throughout his career, obviously he's still quite young, but his weight has fluctuated a bit. So it'll be interesting to see what weight division he stays at, or what division he chooses to step up at.
He's alternated between light heavy and super middle? Or?
Correct. Light heavy, super middle, and because he is still quite young, he's only 26, so I think he even had fights earlier on at, I think he turned pro about 18.
Yeah, right.
Had fights
that
at
is
about,
early.
welterweight as well.
That is early. It's quite early. So he's obviously grown as a fighter. It's exciting. He can punch hard. He's growing. I thought he was older than 26.
Great.
To look that.
And we also have Lewis Hamilton, 7-time Formula One racing car driver champion, Lewis Hamilton. We'll do those auctions after the next bout.
Sometimes you call me when you're too drunk.
When you only wanna do me dirty,
Then you start telling me I'm the
but I hit
one.
right back, 'cause you got that, yeah.
Shut down, we are growing spiritless. If no one cares, who is gonna save us? Society lied to roll up this heavy heart and give us a fall.
Stupid boy making me so sad. Didn't think you could change this fast. You can change your mind one day. Wake up and go with my story.
Some of your thoughts on the upcoming fights this weekend. We've got a couple of Aussies in action. Give me some of your thoughts on the guys in action.
Yeah, some big fights. Which one do you think will be the most, let's say, when it comes to evenly matched and entertaining, which one do you think is going to be the most exciting?
It's difficult to say because both fights are evenly matched, but Liam Parrow's, of course, going to be fighting in Puerto Rico for his IBF 140-pound world title against Richardson Hitchens, and he's trained by Alfie DiCarlo and from Ange DiCarlo's promotions.
Yeah, right.
And you've also got Joel Camilleri fighting Mindoro from the Philippines in an IBA Champions Night fight tomorrow morning, actually, in Dubai.
I was wondering, who's the favourite for that fight?
I think the favourites, the bookies have Mindoro as favourite,
Yeah.
but you cannot write off Joel Camilleri. He's a seasoned professional, and he just seems to be getting absolutely better with each fight. Like fine wine, better with age.
Yeah. How old is Joel, incidentally?
I can't say off the top of my head, but I'm going to say early 30s.
Yeah, right, yeah, because he does exhibit the kind of skill set that takes a long time to compile. I'm going to think, at least on that one, I'm not sure in regards to the Puerto Rico event, but I say Saudi, I'll probably go with, tentatively, go with Joel.
Scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing firstly, to the red corner, Henry Brown.
Look on that face, determination.
And the opponent across the ring will box from the blue corner, Abdul Jidah.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, 'cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, 'cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya. I need you right now. I need you right now. Let's get lost tonight. You could be my black Kate Moss tonight.
a 0 wins, 5 losses record. That is confidence.
I think the quite incredible thing about this fight is that Abdul Jidah is 48 years old, and to be in there competing at 48 years of age is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's another curveball.
We saw it a few weeks ago, although Tyson's 58. We did see that, and that obviously didn't go too well for Tyson, but
Yeah.
I think I'm expecting good things from Abdul Jidah. I hear he's a consummate professional who's always in the gym.
Yeah, right, okay. Well, that'll pay dividends here. I think don't want to read too deep into your assumptions, but I think this guy, Henry Brown, is all about the aggression and the firepower, maybe less about the gym discipline, repetition of the skill set. But I could be wrong. I
definitely concur with that.
We've got Luke the Duke Southern training, or at least cornering Henry Brown from the red corner. Wow, I like this guy already. Abdul Jidah, the silver fox with a beautiful, regal grey, kind of silver beard. He looks focused, he looks full of life, he looks ready to rock. I'm quite excited for this event. A lot of local support here as well. This is great. This is a very interesting fight.
And Ben, what do you attribute longevity to?
Well, obviously above all else, movement and diet, right?
So essentially living the life.
Yeah.
If you want longevity out of your career, you need to be someone who's living the life.
Yeah.
You're training right, you're eating right, you're sleeping right, the ABCs.
Yeah,
Fundamental.
ABCs, exactly. Yeah. Obviously, that's that's a pretty basic recipe. The trick, though, or the really hard part about it, is following it per day. The repetition is what, we seek divergence, we want stimulation.
This is scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing firstly, boxing from the red corner, tonight wearing the blue trunks with a black band and weighed in at 79.3 kilograms. He hails from Darwin, introducing Henry Brown. And the opponent, across the ring will box from the blue corner. Black trunks with a silver band, 79.05 kilograms. He has appeared in the roped arena on 4 previous occasions, 4 victories, and 4 by way of knockouts. He's trained by Billy Hussein, Body Punch Boxing, Lakemba, New South Wales, Abdul Jidah.
Sensational, 48 years old. He's got the local support, and Henry Brown is here to do a number on the event. Henry Brown looks ready, but so does Abdul. Here we go, Camille. There we go. Surprising. It's a tentative start from Henry Brown.
You see a bit of hesitation. Oh no, there you go. Let me go.
Henry Brown throwing some bombs. He's got Abdul in the corner. Then Abdul responds, charging forward. They're on the inside. The referee calls break. They do. No one's landed any meaningful punches, though Henry's thrown some serious bombs. Abdul caught them all. I think Abdul just landed the first quality jab. And then there's a good right hand and a quality uppercut by Abdul, who responds tenfold. A couple of good jabs and some hard uppercuts by Abdul here. They clinch. The referee breaks them up. Well, thus far, the meaningful shots have been landed by Abdul Kamel.
Correct. It looks like I'm seeing of Henry's just absolutely winging shots. Not seeing a lot of thought process behind his work, but nonetheless, he has definitely come to fight.
Yeah, he's come to fight. He's putting on if not a clinic, he's at least giving serious entertainment. It takes a lot to get in the ring, especially to come down from Darwin to someone else's hometown who's trying to do something genuinely quite special, and you're in there trying to disrupt the whole program while getting punched hard in the head by a fit 48-year-old. He floors Henry for the first time in the fight in round number 1.
So Henry's up.
Yeah, Henry's up. Looks like there's a little bit of bruising under the right orbital bone, but he's still willing. He's got a sensational haircut, rivaling Abdul's beard. Abdul's very focused, both hands up, you'll see this pattern as there's multiple fighters here under Body Punch Boxing Gym, and they'll all keep their hands up and their elbows in. They'll seldom get caught with aberrant shots because they're always so tidy, as Billy always teaches them.
I think that's quite a staple point of Billy Hussein's teaching is the fundamentals with your guard. High guard, elbows in, solid fundamentals. Rather than you see a lot of coaches who like to implement, shoulder rolls and catch and counter and all these other types of things at a very basic level, but that's what I love watching a lot of Billy's fighters. They're fundamentally, technically sound. They have a solid base.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Obviously, there's quite an allure stylistically to be flamboyant, and we'll say the very best of the best typically employ at least some shoulder rolling, some hands down, head movement, and just general flamboyance. But that's almost strictly after you've graduated from polishing the basics. Even if they've got their one shoulder down and they're rolling, the other elbow is glued, and they're always looking for a counter shot, and they usually got their power hand glued.
Spoken like a true expert from someone who used to implement the shoulder roll a lot, Ben.
I used to partake in a bit of shoulder rolling. Yeah, I like shoulder rolling. Obviously, I didn't do it when I was an amateur or even early in my career. It took time under the tutelage of David Birchall, and then the wonderful Italian trainer, Tony Del Vecchio, who is here tonight. He'll be cornering Mirko Pizzi later on in the fights, the main event for the WBA Australasian. Oceania welterweight belt. Yeah, that'll be exciting. Nice hook there by Abdul. He slips under one of Henry's jabs. Really good head movement, like you were saying, Kimmel. The basics, or the fundamentals, which aren't just standard, they're vital to winning fights, are being displayed by Abdul. Comes in with a huge overhand. I think is Henry right now genuinely hurt or just a little bit overawed?
It did look like he was a wobble there for a second, but
yeah, right.
Seems to be coming back.
Okay, well, Abdul, for a 48-year-old, has got some serious power as he ducks under another Henry right hand. Oh, that was close. There we go. Wow. Henry's clearly wobbled. Just wears another huge overhand right.
He's getting hurt, but he's still firing back.
Yeah, he's definitely earning his paycheck tonight. Another two huge right hands. The first one lands, the second one skims off the top of his dome. The referee breaks him past halfway in round number 2. Abdul still coming in with great head movement. There's a little bit of Mike Tyson to this. That is a huge right uppercut. Henry goes down hard again, but he gets straight back up. He looks shell-shocked.
It looked like an accumulation of punches there rather than a very single shot.
Yeah. It was a beautiful right uppercut in between the guard, but Henry is still going after that accumulation or barrage. Oh, wow. Hard shots to the body and the head. Referee breaks it up and calls it off. Another victory for the Body Punch team.
And that's 5-0 for Abdul Jidah.
Well, the experiment of can a 48-year-old still fight and win competitive fights has been answered. Sensational by Abdul. That was really, really something to watch. I'm 42, 6 years south of him, and that was quite inspiring. I think it gives all us people in our 40s and 50s.
Did that inspiration give you the itch for a comeback, Ben?
It actually does. I think right now I'm going to announce... No, I'm just kidding. That was sensational, but maybe it inspired me to get up a little bit early tomorrow for a jog. But no, my days of fighting...
So we were going to have a you heard it here first moment where Ben's coming out of retirement.
No, stay in retirement. That was really sensational. That's really good. 48 years old, and he fought a guy that you'd probably say, by the look of him, is a bit of a rough, rugged maniac. Came here to fight through some very hard shots. Abdul was able to evade essentially all of them, land some really good jabs, and then throw some bombs. And that same thing. Looks like I'm going to be a bit of a broken record here tonight, but bringing the hands back to the chin, the elbows in, and still sound defense off the back of hard shots. It's really impressive.
I still can't believe the shape that Abdul is in. When I look at his physique for a 48-year-old, it just looks unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm jealous. Lean, a wonderful tan, he looks fresh, full of life.
Sorry, you're saying you're 6 years retired, you're 42 years old. Do you look like that?
I said he's 6 years north of me in age. I think I've been retired for a full decade, actually. Fun fact, yeah, it's been 10 years. 10 years in about 1 week, or thereabouts.
5 minutes, 1 minute, 49 seconds into round
round 2, your winner by way of TKO, blue corner Abdul Jidah. Of course you want to say something, Abdul. Congratulations, Abdul. A TKO, you knocked him down twice in that second round. Congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, first thing. Just want to thank the boys from the gym, Billy, Hussey, my brothers at the gym actually. We're all brothers here. My family, my friends that come, put the effort in to make it here. My kids flew down from Queensland. The others couldn't make it. I love yous. And my beautiful wife in Lebanon. Watching, all my cousins in Lebanon, all my cousins and uncles and aunties. Love yous. And yeah, age is just a number, man. You just keep going. Don't let anything stop you in life.
That was my next. You're in great shape. Let's talk about that journey to get in the shape that you're in at the moment.
Yeah, I had a 10-month layoff. I went to Lebanon, got married. Came back, I was 97 kilos. I weighed in at 79 yesterday. It's hard work. But to see the smile on these kids' faces and to prove to them that no matter what, whatever's thrown at you in this world, in this life, you just get up and keep going, man. Get up and keep going. A lot of other people have got it worse off. But we just get up and keep going and keep going and keep going. Never stay down, no matter what.
Well, congratulations, Abdul. You're absolutely an ambassador for the sport and a great role model for your children and us. Thank you very much. Abdul Jidah, victorious in the second round by way of TKO. Okay, we've got a couple of auction items that we will do now.
Sports. In association with Flexa Media and of course the Body Punch Boxing Gym by Billy and Hussey Hussein. First auction item. So I personally love the dynamics of boxing and I like commentating with the fast speed of speech.
Well, a couple
Actions.
of quick auctions before we move on to the next fight. This one is a framed and signed with a certificate of authenticity. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time F1 world champion, Lewis Hamilton. If you are into memorabilia and you're into quality, this is for you. Lewis Hamilton, cash credit card, FPOS straight after the auction. And I can tell you, I do these events every week, and this is the second one that I've seen of Lewis Hamilton. So I'd imagine they're quite hard to get. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time F1 world champion. $500 to kick us off for the Lewis Hamilton framed and signed F1 shirt there from Lewis Hamilton. If you got it at $500, it'd be an absolute steal for Lewis Hamilton. $500 to kick me off. Can I get an opening bid of $500 for Lewis Hamilton? If I can't, we'll put it away because I know its value. $500 up the back there. Thank you, sir. We're underway at $500. $500 at $500. $600 I have. At $600 it is. At $600, Lewis Hamilton over here on my left. At $600 I have. At $600. $600 with you on the white shirt at the moment. At $600 it is. At $670 if you like, sir. At $600 we have. At $600, I'll tell you tonight that we will sell this unreserved. $600 there tonight. At $600 we have. At $600, $700 I'll take. At $700 we've got. At $700. At $780 if you like, sir. At $7 we have. At $700 it is. At $700 to you at the moment, sir. At $700. At $700. At $700, $800 if you like. $7 here at the moment. At $700. At $700 once. A steal at $700, at $700 it is, at $700, at $700 twice. We're all said and done. The cash, it is. Cash it'll be at $700, at $700, all said and done. A third and final call, sold to you, sir, $700. Just pop down and see me once I pop out of the ring, please, at $700. Just come and see me when I pop out of the ring here. samurai sword. Of course, a handmade samurai sword. Is this the Marcus one? No, it's just a hand forged. Still like hand forged steel blade. It is razor sharp, as you can see. They are genuine. They are made. They're one of a kind. They're handmade. So you'll get a certificate from the maker of the sword. And of course, they are for ornament purposes only. That's why we have a stand there that you can display this great looking sword. Same deal. Let's kick me off at $500. 500, we're underway here. I'll give you that back, John. $500 with you, sir, at 500. At 500 we have. At 500, 6 I'll take. At $500, 600 I've got. At $600, at $600, 600 it is. At $600, at $600. I almost said framed and signed. It's not framed, it's not signed. At 600 we have. At 670 if you like, sir. At 6 we have. At $600. At $600 it is. At 600. At $600 for the sword, genuine, one of a kind, of course, with a certificate from the maker. At 600 it is. At 600. At 600, any further bids? 700 I'll take. At 600 it is. At $600. At $600 we have. At $600. At $600. Any further bids? At $600. At 600 with you at the moment, sir. At 600 there at this table. At 600. At 600. John, I think we'll pass that in at 600. At 600. At $600. All further bids? Any further bids? At 600. Yeah, come up and have a chat to John at 600. Thank you. 600. Right, we'll just await the next fight, and we'll be underway with the next bout on the program in just a few minutes' time.
I don't know. I see them go up for auction quite often, and about half the time they get bought. No clue. No clue.
So what are we in? We're into the third fight now coming up. Also a light heavyweight bout. So yet again we'll see big boys throwing with mean intentions. And this will be 4 3-minute rounds between the Indonesian Welem Rake, we hope we're pronouncing it correctly, and Abdul Rahman. The name again, please. Tight combinations, good body punching, as the namesake suggests. Tight elbows, chin down, responsible defense and offense. Looking forward to this fight.
Abdul Rahman is quite a powerful puncher. He's 13-1 with 11 KOs. That's a big power.
There we go.
Big power.
Okay. We'll see how Welem goes. It'll be very interesting. So that record, 11 knockouts from 13 wins, 1 loss.
Correct.
Who was the loss to?
I believe the loss was to Alvarez Dodomo. And if I'm not mistaken, it was for I want to say a New South Wales title.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would have expected that gentleman, Abdul, would be at the very least at New South Wales title level. Has he fought for the Australian or any kind of internationals yet?
No, he was meant to fight for the Australian, I believe, sometime earlier this year.
Yeah, right.
But he got injured, unfortunately, had to pull out.
Yeah.
And now it's just a process of getting him back in ring fitness and then putting him back in the right position for the Australian title.
Yeah, right. Well, I've heard that name before, but I think maybe now it seems like I've seen this guy fight, perhaps. And if it's the guy that I'm thinking of, which I'm pretty sure it is, he's got serious firepower. It's pretty exciting. We love that. As boxing fans and both former boxers, we love firepower. Obviously everyone else does here as well. This will be a very interesting fight. See how fit and well-schooled Welem is. They make a lot of good boxers from Indonesia. Chris John's probably the sterling example, but there are others. We'll see if Welem, perhaps not as good as Chris John, but if he's well-schooled, mobile, responsible enough, or maybe even powerful enough to match it with Abdul.
Ben, tell us a little bit about your career. 14-1, 11 KOs. So you're obviously quite a power puncher as well. You fought for the Australian title, I believe, against Marcus Flanagan, or was that Les Piper?
No, Marcus Flanagan was just a tune-up, ironically. Tony Del Vecchio, for the record, seldom makes mistakes, but he misinterpreted Marcus Flanagan as, or at least he marketed Marcus to me as an easy tune-up fight, coming off having shattered my left hand, multiple bones, multiple metacarpals against a really talented boxer from Queensland who's southpaw, whose name escapes me. It's a disservice to him. He's a really good fighter. He competed for the Australian title once.
Floyd Masson?
Sorry?
Floyd Masson?
No.
He had an absolute war with Marcus Flanagan.
Yeah, right. No. Omar Sheikh.
Omar Sheikh,
a brilliant southpaw. He was a really good fighter.
And would you say...
So just I'll wrap that up. I'll circle back to the coherent question you asked. Sorry. Bit tangential on my behalf. After I fought Omar in a brutal fight that I won in his hometown on a split points decision, it was really close. Tony put me in with Mark Flanagan, who went on to fight for multiple world titles at cruiserweight as an absolute destructive force. He was a tune-up fight for me while I fought a weight division up.
That's incredible to have him as a tune-up fight.
Yeah.
Allegedly a tune-up fight,
Yeah.
you know, what you were told.
Just waiting. I think the announcer's going to do his job in a second. We don't want to get cut off.
This bout is scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Please make welcome to the red corner, Wimpy Ray. A veteran of over 55 fights. He's absolutely been around the block, fought in multiple countries, definitely been to Australia before. Across the ring will box from the blue corner, Abdul Rahman.
Right here, just warming up, bouncing against the ropes. If Abdul is who I think he is, he's quite a bit taller than Wellham.
Yeah, there'll be a significant height difference.
Yeah. So we'd expect that Wellham probably be against the ropes a fair bit, so it kind of makes sense to get a feel for the ropes. As Abdul, with his range, he's well-schooled, probably game plan that Billy and Hussey have drawn up. Be looking to control the center of the ring, dominate with that firepower with the sound bases. I'm calling gunfight. I'm calling firepower. I don't think Wellham's going to go down without I'm not saying that he's necessarily going to lose, but he looks focused. He's had over 50 fights. This is going to be something. Waiting for this. The tension's building. We've had 2 good fights, and now we've got Abdul. Last fight was a loss.
Rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing firstly, boxing from the red corner. He weighed in at 78.45 kilograms, and tonight wears the white trunks with red bands and piping. He's appeared in the roped arena on 55 previous occasions, 22 victories, 14 losses, and 6 by way of KO. He hails from Indonesia, Wimpy Ray.
The K is evidently silent.
And the opponent, Across the ring will fight from the blue corner, 80.65 kilograms, 14 bouts, 13 victories, and 11 by way of knockout. He's trained by Billy Hussein, Body Punch Boxing Lakemba, New South Wales, Australia. Introducing Abdul Rahman.
Saying, or Hussy, saying there, tightening up the gloves, getting ready for battle. It is quiet in here. There's a little bit of tension in this. We've got firepower against immense experience. Not many boxers the world over ever get to 50 plus fights. This will be very interesting to see how Wellham handles the renowned firepower of Abdul. I'm very interested. Small complications with the gloves. Sorry, Camille.
No, I was going to say, I think one thing we have to give Abdul credit for is that he's coming off the back of a knockout victory against Charles Avasia, and his loss that he had, his TKO loss against Dodoma, he was actually able to avenge that in a majority decision win.
Nice. Nice. There we go. There we go. Live streaming on Raw Sports, Flexa Media, in association with the Body Punch Boxing Gym. We have the southpaw, the power punching Abdul with 11 KOs from 13 fights. Nice little counter jab over the top of Wellham's jab. Abdul looks loose. Neither fighter really coming forward and imprinting their will on the fight yet. They're sitting at mid to long range, just out of jabbing range. Nothing serious has landed yet. See, the speed looks like it favors Abdul. He's got a fast rocket, little right hand jab. Nice little body punch by Wellham and a good counter punch by Abdul.
Yeah, low lead hand, so that jab's coming from quite an unorthodox angle from the hip.
Yeah, one of the greatest strengths coming from a low resting hand is you don't usually see the counter punches, and that was a beautiful counter right hook by Abdul then. There's another one. Wellham throws a heavy shot. Wellham's got to be careful. Abdul's got some serious power, and it looks like he's going to be the counter puncher. He's trying to initiate with fast, soft jabs, often thrown with an open hand to try to drag out that counter shot, try to drag out that counter response, and then obviously counter that. Look at the focus on Abdul's eyes now. I'd like to see a little bit more feinting there. Oh, wow. That is a fast left hand and a good right hand from Wellham. He lands a good right hand. Abdul perhaps gets a little bit overeager after landing a beautiful straight left hand straight down the pipe. We're back to the baiting and waiting situation. Wellham, perhaps after being stung, is employing a little more head movement. Abdul's still got the right hand down, fast, soft jabs. Looking to inspire Wellham to walk into something, a little bit of feinting there, a little bit of... See the instructions from the Indonesian's red corner. There's some serious shots in that one. One round down.
And Ben, what would you like to see Abdul do more of?
Yeah, well, I certainly saw a lot of good. I'd like to see him perhaps come on more of an angle, especially as a southpaw. He did have his right foot outside of Wellham's left foot to a degree, but you can tell straight away. You download the blueprint, especially as a talented fighter like Abdul is, and you see the template. The template is Wellham doesn't have fast feet. So look for optimal position at all times. Take the right foot outside of the left foot, and as often as possible, pivot around to the right. Yeah. Wellham's reaction speed's down. He's relatively tidy, he's willing, and he's rugged. And he's been winning his last few fights, but he's not a fast responder. So exploit the footwork and try to take positional advantage, especially as a southpaw. Here we go. Let's see if, I'm sure Billy Hussein would have pointed that out, as we see the right foot of Abdul more definitively outside of Wellham's left foot straight away. We're back to the pouring game. No knockdown, obviously. A little bit of weight put on Wellham's back, as any seasoned fighter will do. Try to give as much weight, as much burden, and waste as much energy to the enemy. your opponent's fighter as much as possible. Good range by Abdul as he easily avoids Wellam's jabs. Some fast whipping jabs from Abdul, still pouring. Oh, he had the right hook, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of hesitation there.
Yeah.
Wonder why he pulled it at the last second.
Yeah, I think he's really investing in this huge left uppercut. So I think Wellam ducks down quite a bit, and Billy's probably told him that alongside superior positioning-based focus. There you go. Oh, there's a whipping left hand to the body. Look for the body either way. Oh, wow. A little bit of a head clash there off a counter right hand, left, counter right hook, straight left by Wellam. By Abdul, sorry. And Abdul looks ripe and ready. No knockdown again there. Wellam just off balance. You can tell Abdul's game plan is clearly, as he bangs with the left hand and a right hook to the body, clearly bringing out some counter punches, though ironically, he invests immediately after my comment in some forward heavy artillery. Looking to bomb. Let's see if he sustains the onslaught or he goes back to the counting position. Round number 2 almost over. Nice duck there. Really good hand-eye reflexes by Abdul. 2 in the books. There we go. What would you like to see, hypothetically, or what do you hope in Indonesian is being told to Wellam by his trainer?
Well, of course, as he's a shorter fighter, I'd love to see him get underneath, a little bit more bobbing and weaving, moving the head. If he does have slow feet, I'd like to see him at least march forward under a high guard and throw some bombs over the top. And at the end of the day, if he's going to be able to bridge the distance, it's going to be difficult to do it with the feet. So high guard, slowly encroach and throw some bombs. I feel like that's his best opportunity at winning the fight.
Beautiful point. There's so many dimensions. Obviously, boxing is violent, but it's stereotyped as a violent sport. While it's certainly that, it's known as the sweet science for a reason. You've got the footwork, you've got the hand positioning, where your elbows are. Are you fighting a slow fighter or a fast fighter? Are they fast of foot or of hand? Slow of both? What can you do to exploit or minimize that if it's your problem? There's so many different dimensions. As Camille pointed out, let's hope that Wellam starts to loosen up, at least with the upper body. Try to move his head quicker to avoid them fast jabs. That nice, beautiful right hand or right hook. Wellam takes a knee. I don't think that'll be called a knockdown because it was after the punches. They're straight back into it.
The referee's watching very closely at the moment.
As he should. There's just a speed golf. There's just a huge speed golf here. Abdul's quite quick, to say the least. And he looks primed. He's young. He's ready to draw blood. So it makes sense to be looking at Wellam. Even though he's had over 50 fights, he's seasoned. It's a huge left hand. You can hear that echo around here. Wellam shoots back with the right hand. They traded on the ropes for a moment, and then it's interesting. Wellam was kind of let off there by Abdul. He had Abdul in a little bit of, Abdul had Wellam in a little bit of trouble, a little bit off balance. And back out in the center of the ring. Jab to the body and a left hand to the head by Abdul, and then a nice counter right hook by Abdul, narrowly misses. We're about halfway through round number 3 of what is set to be it's a 4-round fight. This is a short fight. Oh, that is a beautiful straight left hand by Abdul. And a straight left hand to the body and a right hook up top to complement that. Nice head movement by Abdul. Looks like Abdul is taking what should be Wellam's advice. Abdul looks really loose. He's moving his head beautifully. And he's relaxed. They trade hard shots there. Again, the same shot. Wellam's left hook versus Abdul's straight left. And of course, Wellam's an orthodox fighter. Abdul's a southpaw. So Abdul's straight left is a power shot. And they are power shots by Abdul. He's thrown some really hard, sharp left hands. Beautiful follow-up by Abdul. Wellam ties him up on the ropes. Looks bemused, not overly troubled. Almost like it's funny.
Smart seasoned fighter there. You can see he was. He knew there was 10 seconds to go. Got hit with a shot, decided to hold. See the round out.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Maybe, see, that's what I see here. Abdul looks fresh. He's powerful. He's got great athleticism. And yet, in spite of landing some really good shots, Wellam seems to be, to a degree, his foil. Just able to smother and compromise what are clearly athletic and game plan-based strengths That comes from having over 50 fights. You just do things that you can only learn through experience that athleticism, anger, hunger, punching power just can't match. That's what's keeping this relative, if not competitive, because Abdul's certainly winning the rounds, it's keeping Wellham in the actual fight.
That's right, and that's the experience you're talking about, is it not?
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Seconds out.
Abdul's landed some serious leather as we head into the fourth and final round. I'd like to see, there we go, a lead left hook by Wellham. Abdul hearing from the crowd, finish it, if it were only that easy.
There you go, he took your advice of trying to step to the outside.
Oh, it's a beautiful, trying to step to the outside and then landed a beautiful right hook to the body from the southpaw position. That's his lead hand, then duplicates it again. The referee calls break. They almost have a head clash. They work on the inside, some nasty little punches there, still legal, or borderline legal, that last shot. There's some good work on the inside here. Obviously, Abdul's looking to end this from the outside with them big, crisp, hard to spot, untelegraphed straight left hands. He's got a beautiful straight left hand. I'd like to see another one land and see if he can follow it up. But like we said before, the veteran in Wellham is just able to avoid and smother and just compromise or stifle enough of the action. Oh, that's a hard right hook.
I'd like to see him use the jab a bit more, Abdul Rahman. At the start of the first round, he was using the jab quite effectively. It looks like it's kind of mitigated that a little bit.
Yeah, very true, very true. So you see now, while this is entertaining, it's not in Abdul's best interest. Though we've had some beautiful shots there. It's able to slip and avoid Wellham's counters. Wellham lands his first good shot, maybe of the whole fight there. A little bit of an uppercut, not much power on it. But like Camille said, I totally agree, to be really good to set an outside pace. Oh, huge shot from Wellham. His two best shots in the last 20 seconds.
Doesn't look like it's affected Abdul though.
Yeah, Abdul's still hungry. I think Abdul will be straight back on him, put him back on the ropes. He looks hungry. Billy from the body punching gym. Oh, beautiful left hand there. Tells Abdul to bend his legs, stay compact. That's pretty entertaining. Yeah. Some hard punches thrown from almost strictly Abdul though. Unfortunately for Wellham, the only really hard punches landed that bothered the other person were thrown by Abdul.
Correct. I think it's quite a straightforward fight, this one. Straightforward decision, but nonetheless, a lot of credit to Wellham. He
did his best.
Took the power shots, was able to hold, smart, seasoned, cagey.
Yeah, exactly. Some very accurate descriptions of Wellham. Over 50 fights, so you a very distinct skill set, and it may not be that spectacular if you're past your physical prime, but it will still spectacularly avoid and stifle a lot of aggression and power from, just like this case, a much younger, hungrier lion. Wellham thanks the crowd. The crowd appreciates his integrity and his willingness to stand in there and trade. We had some really exciting shots at the end. Abdul's happy knowing he got the fight. Wellham's happy. It just looks like Wellham's happy he survived. Like I said, with the multiple dimensions in boxing, there's also dimensions and competitions or nested competitions inside a fight where you can just try to win the battle of the defense or the battle of not getting hurt the most. Or if you know your firepower is vastly outmatched, win the battle of not getting hit really hard at all. I think there's a lot of small mini victories in what Wellham just did, even though he clearly lost the fight. Abdul looks amused. Hussey in the corner looks amused. I think there's some truth to that there. They sort of know there's a whole bunch of like sub-competitions going on even within a round. And Abdul was able to overpower, outstrike, outmaneuver Wellham, but Wellham was still able to do enough to avoid brutal punishment at the most critical points. It's quite impressive. You have to laugh, I suppose, when you know that someone who's physically nowhere near your equal is still able to hang in the air strictly because they've got so much experience. It is quite bemusing. Camille, did you have how many fights did you have first of all?
As an amateur?
Yeah.
43, just under 50.
Fight fans, after 4 rounds, your ringside officials. have scored the contest 40-36, 40-36, 40-36. All in favour of your winner, Abdul Rahman.
That's what you call a definitive victory, where the opponent, while that gun still makes it, if not competitive, still entertaining. That's quite a skill in its own right to have.
Abdul, congratulations, mate. Tonight you had to go the distance to get the victory. Well done tonight.
Thank you very much. All praise obviously goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I wasn't actually meant to fight tonight. Just came out of hospital, had 1 week to drop 10 kilos, but I gotta thank Raf, my sparring partner, for helping me prepare that week. Obviously shout out to all my family and friends for coming down from work. Team Labs, go Team Labs! All of my sponsors, all these Delhi, all of my shorts. I think I got punched 2 times, I can't remember the rest. But alhamdulillah, on to the next.
Well, congratulations, mate. You're always here and put on a great show for you, all us fans here tonight. Abdul Rahman.
It was impressive stuff by Abdul. I like it. He's still obviously, like, you almost go as far as saying, I like the kid. He's still young.
Yeah, and he's an absolutely beautiful person. Beautiful person if you ever get to meet him outside the ring.
Yeah.
Gentleman.
Right. Yeah,
really
right.
kind-hearted person. And next up we have Patrick Clark against Danvers Cuschieri. Now this is Danvers' first fight with the Body Punch gym. His first fight training under Billy Hussein. It's going to be quite interesting to see how Danvers goes. I'd love to see the technical development under Billy or Danvers.
Yeah, well, you'd certainly expect it. Do you know how many fights Danvers had?
Correct. Yes, Danvers at the moment is 5-3, I believe, or 4-3.
Yeah, right. Okay. He's kind of in that weird kind of purgatory where he doesn't, you don't know after them kind of results whether you're going to go ahead with the career or.
Well, it's been quite interesting for Danvers because I know he's had a couple of fights where 2 of his losses, his first loss was on debut against a guy that arguably he dropped twice in a 4-rounder, maybe even 3 times, and he didn't get the decision, which was quite odd. His other 2 losses were against Huss Hamden and Abdullah Matter, both undefeated fighters, 6-0 and 4-0 respectively. And look, I think for Danvers now, he's at a stage of his career where he's just trying to find his feet again, trying to set a platform, a foundation, and see where it leads to for him.
Yeah, right.
And you can see that by he's having Ashley Rosenashku as his comeback fight, and then now he's having Patrick Clark as another fight.
Huh. Comprehensive. Quite a bit of insight, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to download it. That's really cool. There you go. What about, I'll test your knowledge, what about Patrick Clark?
Well, Patrick Clark, if I'm not mistaken, I think in the ABL, he won the Australian title years and years and years ago in the league.
So we got amateur pedigree?
A long time ago.
Yep, it's still amateur pedigree.
Correct. He's 2-9. He's gone the distance with Jalen Tate. I think it was an 8-rounder. He went the distance with Jalen Tate. He's also knocked out a fellow New South Welshman in Paul Roberts.
Okay.
So that was an upset win. They brought him down here to be an opponent, and he came out and he knocked him out. So
I love that.
Patrick, although he's not quite a refined boxer, he can absolutely crack. He does hold power. He can crack.
Okay, great. That's what we want here. That's why Billy Hussein and Hussey, that's how they match these fights. They want to entertain the crowd. We've had fireworks thus far. Fortunately, coupled with that beautiful skill set, like the Miguel Cotto style, chin down, elbows in, returning the hands to the chin after every punch, and it's beautiful when 2 guys go at it like that. I look forward to this fight then. Patrick Clark, amateur pedigree, even if it was a long time ago.
Yeah. I'm going to say about 20, 25 amateur fights.
Okay.
From Queensland. He's actually lived on Palm Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So for him to get here is obviously Palm Island to Townsville to Sydney. So it's quite a bit of a journey to get here.
Well, you got to assume that he's focused. He's serious then.
No doubt. He's not coming all this way just to lay down. He is also a single father of 2 young children.
Yeah.
So he keeps
Do you know the name of his street and his house address?
No, unfortunately I don't.
It's quite comprehensive. You go as far as saying you're an Australian boxing encyclopedia. This is very impressive.
I'd like to be, because I did this match and I managed Danvers. So
okay.
I'd hope to know about the opponent. So
yeah, right.
Nonetheless.
You've picked a beautiful fight.
It will be. I'm really looking forward to, in all honesty, I'm looking forward to seeing how Danvers goes.
Yeah, right.
I just want to see how comfortable he is in that ring with a new team.
Yeah, sure, of course. Well, he's got a great team behind him now. I'm not sure who he was with before. Might have been a force, but if not, he's certainly got a force now with the Body Punch boxing gym.
How about yourself, Ben? When you were training with Birchie and then you had your first fight under Tony Del Vecchio, a new trainer, a new coach, how did you find it?
Anything in specific or just the whole process?
I want to say the whole process. For everything from the camp to the weight cut to the emotional support to the technical aspects. What did you find training under a new trainer for the first time?
Yeah, I found it, well, I was very fortunate. They're both genuinely fantastic trainers. But Tony, as you know, is quite a flexible, in a sense, a free spirit. And so he was able to adapt, some of the science or the techniques he brings to the techniques that me and David Birchall had already honed. So it was really, our fusion was quite complementary to both of us. That's why we had so much success. That got me to the world title. But the whole process of boxing, divorced from any one trainer, it's I'd say above all else, it has got to be you have to have it as your front and center obsession.
Did you feel like there was a certain amount of pressure on you now that you had a new trainer? You had to sort of go out there and set the tone, set a precedent, make a statement. Did you feel that pressure when you're under a new trainer?
No, I didn't really actually. I think some fighters do.
Billy, please come up here to ringside, please.
Maybe I wasn't that well established at that point, but I didn't really feel the pressure. My first fight under Del Vecchio was for the Bondo Boxing Gym, was a televised, Fox nationally
Bondo
televised.
Boxing Club?
Yeah, Bondo Boxing Club.
Yeah, I don't think he'll let you live that one down if you
Yeah.
mention
No,
the
it's just a joke. It's just a joke, Tony. The Bondo Boxing Club, acronym BBC, Free Allen Street in Alexandria.
And do you remember the slogan of the famous Bondi Boxing Club?
Get your spaghetti while it's hot.
Definitely not. We make champions.
We make champions. Yeah.
As a former champion of that gym yourself, you should have known that.
Yeah. No, I was just what we call that, a leverage point for you to communicate that.
This
You've got a
event
better
is scheduled
speaking
for
voice.
5 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Please make welcome to the red corner, Patrick Clark.
As we wait for the entrance. We're seeing Danvers. By the way, that is a sensational first name.
Correct.
Is Danvers or Patrick coming in first? It's hard to hear with the noise.
Patrick Clark is coming in first.
From the archipelago, where is he from before coming onto the mainland?
Palm Island.
Palm Island. Yeah, right. I had a fairly long amateur career, and I fought in the amateurs for Aussie titles a few times. In the quarterfinals and that, a few Palm Island fighters. They always had sensational athleticism, really good skills. It was always a good match. As you know, like you were saying before, with the shoulder down.
From the blue corner, Denver's Cuschieri.
And we see Luke, the ice cold killer Southern, aka Luke the Duke, in the corner for the Palm Islander, Patrick Clark.
And we have Danvers coming out, who is a father of 3, of Maltese background and Indigenous background as well, from the Biripi people, I believe.
Nice. Mr. Insight, this is cool. Oh, yeah, I've met Danvers before. I've actually seen him fight. I like the way he fights. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Confirmed from 2 different objective commentators, Danvers is a quality human being.
Danvers is certainly a power puncher. He's definitely a power puncher with a big engine. That's quite interesting because this is a 5-round fight.
That in and of itself is interesting. You almost never see a fight scheduled on odd numbers.
5 3-minute rounds. Introducing Presley Hillbucks from the red corner. Weighed in 68.15 kilograms and has appeared in the roped arena on 11 previous occasions. He hails from Palm Island, Queensland. Introducing Patrick Clark. And his opponent across the ring will fight from the blue corner. Tonight wearing the black trunks. Weighed in 66.3 kilograms and has appeared in the roped arena on 7 previous occasions, 4 victories and 3 by way of knockout. He's trained by Billy Hussein, body puncher boxing, hailing out of Lakemba, New South Wales. Introducing Denver's Cuschieri.
Live streaming on Raw Sports with Flexer Media, promoted by Body Punch Boxing Gym. Round number 1, Danvers v Patrick Clark.
Round 1.
Nice, strong jabs. They're very strong jabs from Danvers to open this. We can hear Billy Hussein's his voice from the corner. Always a tactical voice, thinking forward over the course of rounds, and I'm sure they've done many rounds together as Danvers reaches for an elusive Patrick Clark. I'm sure they've done many rounds together, and they've got a brilliant game plan here. You can see some really nice head movement here from Danvers. Danvers got some hard clubbing hooks. As Camille said, he's got some serious power. You can see already he's quite poised. Some nice long jabs at the same time though from Patrick Clark. They trade hard, fast jabs there. Both got great jabs. Lead right from Patrick. Nice counter jab there, but it did cost him. That was a really hard right hook to the body. The Danvers just threw. They pay off. First body jab from Patrick. A little bit of feinting. You can see both of these guys are laden with fast switch fiber. They are tight. Past the halfway point of round number 1, some educated, responsible body jabs by Danvers. Building a template here, probably to, over the course of several rounds. Let Patrick drop his hands, as we see there, the first hard overhand right thrown by Danvers. Danvers keeps moving his head. Hard body punch up, maybe the best right hand of the fight landed there by Danvers. Skirting out of the way. We see Patrick back from the superior ring control by Danvers, pressed against the ropes. Some nice jabs though. Patrick. They both pour each other. Nice left hook to the body, though it's caught by Danvers. Nice little short right hand by Danvers there. Nothing massive landed yet, but some very responsible offense and defense by both guys. You can just see that it seems like the greater or the more diverse kit of punches is clearly with Danvers. They trade hard shots to the head and the body there. It's a nice right hook to the body.
Nonetheless, it looks like Patrick is trying to catch Danvers with catch and countering. He's trying to beat Danvers to his punch retraction with some counters.
Oh, yeah. Lands a good shot there, but he wore a hellacious body shot for his troubles. Danvers goes around the side, the rib cage, then finishes up with some inside shots to the sternum. Out of range. I'll tell you what, he wasn't the most successful boxer, but he was a highly skilled boxer. Remember the southpaw Victor Ortiz?
Yeah.
Yeah. He reminds me quite a bit of Danvers. Just obviously orthodox, but just tight, intense, circles with really good head movement. He can punch. I see like quite a bit of corollary in their styles. Obviously, apart from the fact that Danvers is an orthodox and Victor was a southpaw.
If I can add, Ben, one difference that I've seen with Danvers in this fight is he's just sitting a little bit lower to the ground. And obviously he seems a little bit more balanced as he's transitioning through his shots. At the start, you can see a little bit of remnants of his old self. He fell over, fallen off balance with a right hook, but now he's back on balance. I can see that's one thing that he's been working on with that Billy Hussein body punch gym.
Yeah,
sitting lower, staying balanced.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I forgot to because my only reference points for Dan's is like 10 seconds of highlights. a while ago. But, so you see that there's been clear, evident improvement.
Correct.
I mean,
Definitely.
he looks great, but I don't have the reference points to see the changes. But I like the poise, like Billy keeps yelling to all the fighters, keep your knees bent. He's compact and on balance and able to throw triple jabs like that without losing balance and while still keeping his hands up. Powers forward with another double jab on the inside. The referee breaks him. Round number 2, looking for some hard body shots there. As Danvers walks into a good stiff jab by Patrick. It's a hard hook there and a nice straight right hand there. Though Danvers catches it, it was really nicely thrown. Beautiful jab and then a nice response thrown. These guys are throwing some good leather here. Some great body shots there by Danvers as he backs. These are really good body shots as Danvers backs Patrick up to the ropes. See, the dynamics kind of shifted here in spite of the lead right hand that was landed there by Patrick. Patrick spending a lot more of the time on the real estate against the ropes. His back's against the ropes a lot more. It's sharp, beautiful right hand there by Danvers. You see Danvers stalking forward, beautiful jab, some hard shots. They're right against the ropes, right near our commentating booth. You can hear the thuds of the body shots here. Good range demonstrated there by Patrick. Nice body jab by Patrick, but he's still up against the ropes. And if he really wants to win this fight, because he looks fit and fresh enough, he's got to stop being bullied against the ropes. Beautiful right hand there by Patrick. He maybe senses a bit of blood. That was the hardest shot of the fight. He throws another one that narrowly misses. This could either be a smart tactic or a sign of desperation as Patrick switches to southpaw and wears a nice straight right, rather than a straight right uppercut, a right uppercut for his trouble. Nice little left counter there by Patrick. Yeah, not bad, not bad. This is maybe an intelligent tactic rather by Patrick.
Well, it seems to have thrown Danvers off a bit. He's having to make an adjustment on the fly.
Yeah, it's blunted his momentum to a degree. See, right now, there's no hard shots, ironically. There's a really hard straight right hand to the sternum. They exchange hard shots. Look like Patrick's left uppercut from the southpaw position landed cleaner than Danvers' body shot. Yeah, he fights really well at a southpaw. Really well by Patrick. Obviously, if not ambidextrous, at least extremely athletic. He's going to have to be. Withering left hooks to the body there. Beautiful looping right hook. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. You can see Billy Hussein's wisdom punctuated that round. The stalking, the pressure tactics, the responsible defense, and especially the body shots.
And Ben, what would you like to see Patrick do more of? Now that he's switched, it seems to be working for him in spots. Would you like him to continue with that or just make different adjustments?
I think keep adjusting, which is to say alternate between the southpaw stance and the orthodox stance. Because evidently, towards the end of the round, you saw the chorus of thuds. It would appear as though Danvers has worked out how to adjust to him when he's southpaw. The only way maybe that he can keep blunting the offense from Danvers is for Patrick to keep switching. Because he's responsible in defensive position when he is in southpaw. He's just got to keep switching to hopefully blunt that body shot onslaught by the Victor Ortiz clone in orthodox, which is a huge compliment. I used to love Victor Ortiz. Just do this. He just storm forward with brilliant head movement, throw hard, crisp, responsible shots to the head and the body. As he lands a left hook there on the inside, does Danvers. Feinting continually. They're only micro feints, but they're continual. They'll usually sow, if not the seed of fear, a little bit of anxiety in the opponent, right? You see a guy feinting. Beautiful left hand there, and another one by Patrick, and he's down from a hard shot. After having fantastic success with some left hands, we found the much heavier artillery by Danvers floor Patrick for the first time. We'll find out if Patrick can recover, because that is beautiful, responsible pressure there and some hard body shots. Just a clever fighter in Danvers. He's not headhunting stupidly. He's throwing brutal body shots, punctuated by final headshots. Oh, there's some hard shots there. He is so responsible. Gosh.
Denver's looking to finish here.
Yeah,
Really
Denver's
trying
looking
to
to
put the pressure
finish. We've gone into a shoulder roll position. You want to keep your left knee bent while you're in shoulder roll position if you're Patrick Clark. But he's probably got at least a little bit of cobweb rattle or concussion here from the brutal, sustained barrage by Danvers as he lands some beautiful shots. But Patrick's obviously still willing. Nice left hook, but it was blocked. Danvers comes up with a brutal shot. Hitting Danvers, or hitting Patrick rather. This is all Danvers here, verbally, and in the action, the body shots. Obviously really hurting Patrick. He's got his elbows in and his hands down. Seems like he's more afraid of the body shots.
My word, he's otherworldly tough, Patrick Clark.
Yeah, he's tough, all right. Oh, heavy shot. Heavy shots to the head and the body. We can hear the thud. They're right up against the rope nearest to us. Patrick takes a knee, and rightfully so. That was a horrific barrage by Patrick. And he's game. He's still willing. He flew all the way down here, 2 different flights onto the mainland and then down into New South Wales. That's a hard shot. They both missed, but ever so narrowly, and that's it. That's got to be it. That is a brilliant showing. I'd not seen much of Danvers before, but that was a clinic. That was very impressive. I found that to be the best fight thus far by far. Really well matched, incidentally and ironically. That was a brilliant gunfight. We had the sleek, less conventional style and the athleticism that Patrick relied on, and then we had the brilliant Miguel Cotto sort of Victor hybrid, high hands, heavy shots to the head and the body, responsible, always looking for openings. He really broke them down.
You couldn't be more happy as a Danvers. He's an absolutely lovely person as well. Same thing with Patrick Clark. It's just a shame that they almost have to both get in there to beat each other up. They're both absolutely gentlemen.
Yeah, it is. You can see, as we've got the vision in the ring, we've got Danvers full of energy and shaking his head, knowing he can do better. It's very exciting. I don't know what this guy was before with his record, but I'd now officially say Danvers is a prospect. That was pretty damn good. I look forward to seeing his next fight. As we see the ceremonial unwrapping of the gloves, the tape there by Luke, or Cool Hand Luke. The acting coach, Patrick Clark. Patrick Clark should be very proud of himself. Brutal fight. He sustained a lot of damage to the head and the body, but he still returned. The crowd appreciates it. Everyone here appreciates it, including us commentators. We appreciate that. Really impressive stuff. Best fight yet. Patrick Clark and the deadly Danvers Cuschieri. Cuschieri, there we go. I was hesitant to pronounce his last name. But Danvers Cuschieri, a hot prospect in Australian boxing now. It's official.
Beautiful show of sportsmanship by both gentlemen.
Fight fans, 2 minutes and 36 seconds into round number 3. Your winner by way of TKO, blue corner, Danvers Cuschieri.
Skill sets.
And congratulations, you received your victory to fight tonight with a successful victory and a TKO victory in round number 3. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I just want to say thanks to everyone that came down to support. I really appreciate it. You know, props to my opponent. It's tough for you, come to fight, you know. Safe trip home to you, bro. Merry Christmas.
So what was doing the work for you tonight was that left. Let's talk about that left body hook. That was doing the damage tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm with the team at Body Punch now. You know, Billy's been refining my craft, and this is the start of my career, you know. I think he's going to get proper from here on out.
Well, congratulations. Very polished performance tonight. Well done, mate. And congratulations on the victory by TKO. Your winner tonight, Dan Cuschieri. Of course, we are making our way to the WBA Oceania Championship title. Not too far away.
On Raw Sports, in conjunction with Fleximedia and Body Punch Boxing Gym, we've got another auction. On Raw Sports, we are live streaming.
Right now, let's knock over this auction of Habib.
Of course, the UFC great, an undefeated UFC great. 29 bouts, 29 victories. The longest reigning UFC lightweight champion. Of course, he not only captured the lightweight championship, but the welterweight UFC championship. Khabib. And here we got the certificate there on the back as well of this signed UFC glove. So let's get a starting bid for this one. $500 to kick me off. I've done him a favour. He said 8, so I'll stay at 500, 500, 600. At 500 I have. At $500 I have. At $500 for Khabib, framed and signed UFC glove there. At 500 it is. At $500 I have. At 500. At 500, 600. At 600 it is. At $600. At $600, 70 if you like. 6 it is. At 600 I have. At $600 framed and signed. 600 it is. 7 I have. At $700. At $700 I've got. At 800. 800 it is. At $800. $800 to my right at the moment. 800 I have. At 800. 9 if you like. 8 it's here at the moment. At 800 I have. At $800 to my right. At 800. 800. 9 if you like, sir. 800 over here, 9 if you like, 8 to my right. 900 I have, at 900, at 900 I've got, 1,000, at $1,000 I've got, 1,000 here on this table, at $1,000 Khabib, at 1,000, at $1,000 frame signed UFC glove, at 1,000 I have, at $1,000, at 1,000 it is, $1,100 at 1,100. It's here at 1,000 at the moment. You've got it. Don't bet against yourself. $1,000 I've got. At 1,000 I've got. At $1,000. At 1,000. It's only another $100. 1,000. At 1,000 I've got. At $1,000 to my right at the moment. At $1,000. At $1,000 frame signed UFC lightweight champion. Welterweight championship. Of course, 1,000 it is here at the moment. At 1,000 I have. At 1,000 once. At $1,000 it is. At $1,000 twice. At $1,000. Your winner out, sir. It's only another $100. 1,000 I've got. At 1,000. At $1,000. Well said and done. Sold, sir. $1,000. Well done. Good bidding, young fella. Righto, no more swords tonight, the last one. This is a Damascus hand-forged folded steel blade. Hand-polished razor sharp blade, full tang blade with twin pegs, a gold and silver tiger alloy guard. Cotton binding, interwoven black handle, a gloss finish, natural wooden scabbard. The sword has been electroplated to give that red and black finish. John's going to cut some paper, but this Damascus folded sword, it's a steel blade commonly referred to as Damascus steel, are made by forging the hammer and steel flat and folded over itself repeatedly to create several layers of steel. Most Damascus steel swords are folded over 130 plus times. As the name suggests, the capital of Syria, Damascus, in the Middle East, has proven the Damascus skill was used in sword making that dates back to 300 BC. So, with that said, you can have that. Can I get a start bid of $600 to kick me off? The Damascus sword. 600. Are you bidding? No. It's just bid. $1,600, he said, straight up. Can I get a $600 bid to kick me off for the Damascus framed and signed, and doing it again. Damascus sword. Certificate from the maker at 600. Chasing $500 to kick me off at $500. $500 to kick me off at 500. $500. No money in the room tonight for the sword, John. $500. $500. I'm not going to get an opening bid. If you get a change of heart and you may have some interest later, certainly pop down and see myself or John for the Damascus sword. We've got a start bid of $500. Start bid here is at $500. $500 to kick us off. $500 at $500. $600 at $600. I have. We're underway at 670. If you like, 600 it is. It's 600 here at the moment at 600. At $600. At $600 I have over here at the moment at 600. 600 it is. At $600. At $600 for the Damascus gold and red $700. $700 I have at $700. At $700 it is at $700. At $700. At $700 framed, not framed. With a certificate, at $700 it is. At $700, 80 if you like. The bid's behind me at the moment, at $7 it is. At $700. At $700, any further bids? $700 for a sword. Very cheap tonight at $700 is. At $700 here at ringside. At $700 once. At $700. At $700. You'll need to talk to John at $700, but at $700. At $700. Any further bids at $700? I'll take an $800 bid. Otherwise, we'll put it away for the moment. At $700 it is. At $780 if you like, sir. Throw another 100 at it, make it $800. You'll be close to getting it on the market at $800. At $7 it is. At $700. At $700. Pop over and see John, and we'll see if you can work out a deal with John here at $700. This event is over 4 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. I make welcome, firstly, to the red corner, Rahman.
That name again, Rahman. That is one name for a singular entity. And it looks like he's set to do business as he steps into the ring. Rahman, obviously from Indonesia. Second last fight of the night. Rahman v. Michael Sassine in the BT boxing gym.
And you heard it. Across the ring to the blue corner, Michael Sassine.
Here he comes, Michael Sassine. He looks ready. He's got the crowd support. Middleweight boxing fight, 4 3-minute rounds. Middleweight, of course, being 72.6 kilograms or 160 pounds. This event is sponsored by Efficiency Plus. We're using Flexa Media, Raw Sports in association with Body Punch Boxing Gym. Billy Hussein and Hussey Hussein have contributed to what's been a sensational night of matches.
Here we go with a middleweight contest schedule of 4 3-minute rounds.
Introducing firstly, he'll fight from the red corner. Tonight wearing the black trunks with white and grey bands and piping. 71.1 kilograms. He hails from Indonesia, Rahman. And the opponent across the ring will box from the blue corner. Tonight wearing the black and silver trunks. 72.45 kilograms. He's appeared in the roped arena on 5 previous occasions, 5 victories and 3 by way of knockouts. He's trained by Brent Townsend, BT's Boxing. Please make a welcome, Michael Sassine.
We can evidently detect who the crowd's favorite is. We're going to the center of the ring. Referee gives final instructions. There's some anticipation for this fight. I'm excited, and I can guarantee the crowd is excited. Rahman, a man with only a first name, as the last name, the Michael Sassine. Here we go. Michael Sassine. Round 1 begins. Michael with a fast, long, orthodox jab. Be interesting to see if Rahman can develop answers to that. Big overhand right or a looping right hook. He's got a fast jab. That's the first thing I see straight away. Rahman lands a good jab. But that is a beautiful, long, well-educated jab by Michael Sassine. They tangle up, excuse themselves of their own accord. No referee intervention. That fast jab is writing this novel thus far. Gosh, Michael Sassine's fast and incredibly long jab. He holds it out there pointing. That is a really fast jab. Thus far only to the head. See if he alternates it. He's going for the double jabs. That's a hard single jab. Rahman pulls back, tries to counter. No one gets hit. Little right hooks to the body there by Michael. The crowd behind Michael, a huge overhand right that misses. Rahman's able to avoid it. Rahman, impressive thus far in the sense that Michael Sassine is a quality boxer with a really fast, long jab. And thus far, while Michael's dominated the action, Rahman hasn't been hit hard. He hasn't been hit hard once to the head or the body. Really, he's really tidy. Unorthodox style. He comes back with a jab as Michael Sassine lands a beautiful jab, narrowly misses again with an overhand right. Rahman with a head movement. We've got a lead right from Michael. Doubles up that jab, sometimes triples it up. He's obviously hiding either an overhand right or a straight right hand. They trade jabs there. Michael lands a superior shot. A little bit of a slip there from Rahman. Oh, that is another big overhand right, or somewhere between an overhand right and just a looping hook, and thrown relatively short. Michael Sassine means business here. Feints for the 1-2, then throws a hard shot, and that body shot looks to take a little bit of the wind out of Rahman. He's thrown to the ground. That'll be ruled as a no knockdown. But Michael Sassine, I think it was the left foot or the left leg of Rahman go up there from that hard, that withering right hook to the body there. Sassine lands another right hand, glances up at the top of the back of the head. No holding. Mikey uses his free hand, lands a good left hook. See the referees here to let the fighters fight, which is great. Mighty Michael Sassine coming forward. Nice withering body snatching right hook to the body again. Another one. Ironically, as Michael himself seems to hold up Rahman there. Rahman probably happy to be out of the first round there. He wore some hard right hooks to the body. He looks okay, looking over in his corner there. Sitting straight up with a good posture, getting a lot of water. We cut over to Michael's corner in this middleweight contest. That's a very impressive jab for a middleweight. Incredible range demonstrated there by Michael. The Vaseline on Rahman's face. The corner, Michael giving quality input. Obviously, it's stay behind that jab. That's paramount. The jab is writing the narration of this fight all the way through round number 1. Rahman likes the water, has a little bit more as we get ready for round number 2.
Second tell.
The seconds exit.
Hello, Mikey.
Come on!
Here we go. The long, hard road at the LMA Grand Hall on Friday, the 6th of December. Quality jabs to open the second round. Rahman comes back with his own right hand after Michael Sassine, if you will, throws his own right hand loop. Nice little short 1-2. Rahman responds after that 1-2 by Michael. Good smothering defense there by Michael. He throws Rahman down. It's obviously no knockdown. The referee issues a warning. Michael gets straight back on the jab. Unflustered by that. Long range, nice right uppercut. Oh, that is a hard shot. They trade hard right hooks. Rahman clinches, rather. Very important that he does clinch. Huge left hook there. Beautiful inside left hook there. Landed by Mikey. Rahman comes back. He's not wilting. He's throwing hard shots. They're more so wung or winging shots. He takes a knee there. That's no knockdown. Mikey at long range, pouring with that jab, looking for another opening. Will it be a right uppercut or another big right hook? We'll find out in a second. Beautiful, authoritative left jab there. The crowd reiterating what the corner's saying, to sit on your punches, because Mikey certainly has some power. So we see the action somewhat tempered for a moment. They hold for a moment. Rahman looking a little worse for wear, throws his most sloppy shot yet. Still keeping his hand up and lands somewhat of a glancing counter overhand right there. Mikey walking forward, stalking forward, gets under the top of that overhand. That was a pretty sloppy shot, admittedly, by Rahman. A better shot though, Mikey catches it with his left elbow. They tangle up. Rahman right in front of me there, warned by the referee. Too much holding. That's a short, sharp right hook, a right uppercut that narrowly misses, a harder right hand. Mikey essentially pulls or shoulder rolls from Rahman's right hand. They tangle up. The referee warns Rahman again. It's getting a bit messy on the inside, probably because Rahman's probably feeling a little bit messy right now. He's worn some hard shots. Glancing shot by Rahman as Mikey beautifully pulls away from it. A little bit of confusion there. The referee creates order with a count, which is deserved. Rahman holds his hand up, reiterating that he is all right. He's ready to continue. We see Mikey, as he's affectionately known, looking hyper-focused. So zooming in for the kill as they trade hard overhands on the bell. Mikey back to his corner. He's going to be very happy with round number 2. Not just his offense as well, folks. He rode, which is to say deflected a few really important shots that Rahman could have used for momentum. But Mikey's defensive aptitude prevented him from wearing any damage whatsoever. That's a very impressive round for Mikey. Impressive round for Rahman as well. He wore some brutal shots. He's still willing. As we look into his corner, he makes eye contact with me. for a moment. He looks okay. He still looks relatively poised there after the hellacious shots that he wore in round number 2. Gearing up for round number 3 here at the LMA Ground Hall, the Long Hard Road, a J&I promotion. In association with multiple sponsors, chief of which, Efficiency Plus. We've got Flexa Media, Raw Productions, in association with Body Punch Gym. Some long pouring jabs there from Mikey, looking to find an opening. Oh, beautiful shot there. Look to glance off the top of Taraman's dome. They throw hard overhand rights. Nice little overhand right there lands, and then a right hook, both from Taraman. The first landing shots in quite a while. Mikey comes back with a beautiful jab. A little bit of pushing and shoving, predicated upon a bit of hugging or a little bit of excess hugging there by Taraman. Short little overhand right, and that did hurt Taraman. That really did hurt Taraman. It was outside of Taraman's peripherals. He landed a really hard shot there. Mikey looks to touch gloves, say it was nothing personal. In boxing, it's the best approach. Remove oneself from all emotion. As you can see from the face of Mikey, it's just hyper-focused. He looks like an absolute assassin here. Throws the left hook and then a right hand, both narrowly miss. Some holding and hugging there, a little bit of rough stuff, a little bit of confabulation. We're given an official count, the second count. The crowd behind Mikey here. Oh, brutal jab by Mikey. Taraman's tough there, and he throws his own overhand right, there. Live streaming on Raw Sports as Mikey is coming in for the kill. That is Michael Sassine, Pardon my French, Michael Sassine to the corner there. The neutral corner, Taraman. It's his third count. He's in trouble here. He says he's okay with the open of a high hand gesticulation. Mikey winks. Mikey is going in for the kill. Some hard body shots. A cluster of punches by Mikey. The crowd roars. That is it. The referee calls out. Definitive victory for Michael Sassine. He takes a knee. And he thanks the Indonesians. Taraman was tough. Maybe he's suffering from a bit of concussion here. His corner man, one of the earlier fighters, trying to help, not resuscitate, but maybe re-establish some coherence in Taraman. He took a beating. He's a tough fighter, but as you can see here, from the theatrics, the festivity, in the blue corner, Michael Sassine is happy. And happy he should be. That was a brilliant display. Beautiful, long, educated jab. Brutal body shots, brutal hooks to the head. A couple of long straight shots. Michael Sassine has done very well tonight. Now we're just waiting for the official obvious announcement. Michael Sassine was an assassin tonight. He tore through a rugged, willing, and genuinely very tough Taraman from Indonesia, but Taraman just didn't have the firepower or the defensive skills to match the range, the aggression, and again the hyper focus embodied by Michael Sassine's face and by Michael Sassine's punching. Very impressive.
Fight fans, 2 minutes and 4 seconds into round number 3. Your winner by way of TKO, Michael Sassine.
The fan favorite, Michael Sassine. He still looks angry and focused.
Michael, congratulations, mate. Victory here tonight in round number 3.
Sensational.
Michael, nothing beats that cultural respect every time we see you. I know it brings a tear to your eye on every occasion. Congratulations, mate. Victorious tonight in round number 3.
Thank you to everybody for showing up for me as always. You know what's crazy? Other than the noise from the haka, I can hear noise in the atmosphere here. And it's what we call talk, but it's not talk that comes from a mouth, it's talk that comes from an engine. And that's because we're accompanied by Hercules competition engines. Make some noise, Hercules, like your engines do. That's what's up. Talk of the town, thank you guys so much for coming out. Also CMS Automotive, the team from CMS Automotive, thank you for coming to support me, as well as my corner. I appreciate you all.
Michael, just let's talk about the respect, the cultural respect that we just saw there.
The cultural respect. It's just an attempt to get Michael Sassine, aka Mikey, to lose his voice because apparently I talk too much. That ain't right, is it? And what? Look, they're all laughing at me. Yeah, but it's a big honor. I grew up being this little kid, witnessing it. But now I take part in this. And o te whānau, tēnei te mihi atu ki a koutou katoa. Me te aroha o te tautoko, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Anam hipkun kilkun.
Ladies and gentlemen, victorious tonight. Thank you, Michael Sassine.
We saw an enthusiastic and definitive winner there, and Michael Sassine. That was very impressive, entertaining, and he said genuinely inspiring. That was a tremendous display of the haka there. Bit of a treat for us live here, and hopefully for everyone there watching on Raw Sports in association with Flexa Media. Jay and I presenting this, the long hard road. We've got the main event, the final fight coming up soon. Now I'm ever so lucky as to be rejoined by my compatriot, the irresistible, the deadly Camille Saeed. Welcome back, Camille.
Thank you very much, Ben. Great to be back. Great to be in commentary with you, as always.
Yeah, that was sensational. I was just saying, that was genuinely, alongside being obviously entertaining, that was quite touching watching the haka. It seemed very, we'll say, organic from the heart.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing that they do. Very, very beautiful. And tell me, how was that fight? If you were to recap that, how did you see it playing out?
With Michael Sassine?
Correct.
Or Mikey, as I've come to know him. Yeah, he was super impressive.
Quite young as well.
Yeah. How old is he?
I think he's early 20s at the very latest.
Yeah, you can tell he's early 20s, definitely.
Might even be younger. I remember him about 2 years ago on the scene. He was sparring Choc at the time. He only had about 4 or 5 amateurs at the time. And he was sparring Anthony Mundine, a former sparring partner of yours, of course.
Yeah. I think Choc would probably phrase it as I was a former sparring partner of his, but yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah. I used to employ Choc.
Yeah.
No. Choc was, Anthony Mundine was always sensational, as was Sakio Bika, Denny Green. I got tutelage from them, and I learned so much from many rounds with all 3 of them, and multiple international trips, I guess, especially to America with Sakio. But circling back to the original point, Michael Sassine. Sassine sensational. Maybe he'll adopt that, but
I love the pun.
Yeah, it's catchy. He had, as I said multiple times, that is such a long jab. That is such a long. I was gobstruck straight away. I was gobsmacked. I couldn't believe it. He has got such a long, fast, effortless jab.
Yeah.
Sensational, yeah. build everything off that.
Nice. And I'd like to go back to your career a bit, Ben, because you spoke there about sparring the likes of Sakio, former WBC world champion, Choc, former world champion, Danny Green, former world champion. Who gave you the most difficulty of those guys, those different styles? Three completely different styles as well.
Yeah, different
Who gave you
styles.
the most difficulty?
You know, like, I'd say Danny Green was the most consistent and the most well-schooled, definitively. And I would have to say, though, that, you know, in the nested context of the fact that Anthony Mundine was relatively young when I started sparring with him in 2005, but a fully fledged super middleweight with still a bit of rugby league weight. The year before, he vanquished Danny Green in that historic fight. I'd say Anthony Mundine was probably the most horrific sparring that I went through. When he still wasn't an international name or even proven to Australia, he threw the fastest and subsequently the hardest shots that I ever probably endured.
I remember sparring him at the age when he was 45.
Yeah.
And he had the best jab that I'd come across, period.
Yeah,
to this day.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't. I'm like 45 years old. I couldn't believe the speed he had in the jab.
Yeah, so I was sparring him just a little bit less than 20 years before that.
Wow.
In his mid to late 20s, and he was arrogant, young, fresh. He really, really had a point to prove. There was so many different political themes governing his career or driving forward. He was just furiously ambitious. It was quite nasty.
It's so incredible. Turned pro at 26, fighting for a world title at 29. Within 3 years of turning pro, he's fighting for a world title.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was such a talent. He was always around the sport, obviously. To some degree, he had one of the best trainers you could ever have as your father.
Fight fans, this is the feature attraction on tonight's program. We are scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds for the WBA Oceania Welterweight Championship title. Tonight's event proudly brought to you by J&I Promotions in conjunction with Billy Hussein Boxing Punch Gym. Fight fans, are you ready? Please make welcome firstly to the red corner, Alan Viliava.
Villanueva, 13-5, 10 KOs. And in his last fight, I believe he fought Jason Fawcett, and he actually dropped Jason Fawcett in the first round. Right, even though he went on to lose the fight by unanimous decision, he dropped Fawcett in the first round. So Villanueva, although he's not quite a technical marvel, he can absolutely crack. I know I've said that multiple times tonight, but...
every time you said it, it's been true. Live up to your words.
True to the typical Filipino style, he is powerful. So
he looks relatively young, he looks fresh.
Yeah, I believe he's about 28 years old.
Yeah, okay, so he's in his mid to late 20s. Usually when you hit your peak, that synthesis of furious adolescent testosterone meets adult male muscle, or adult muscle, it's usually when you're at most tempted.
Across the ring to the blue corner, Mirko Pizzi.
Mirko Pizzi.
Mirko from Roma, Italy. Has had an absolute torrid 12 months. 8 wins, 3 losses. His last 12 months have come about with a major shoulder injury. He did his ACL in his knee as well. So this is incredible that his comeback fight is a 10-round WBA Oceania fight. Straight in the deep end. No warm-up fights, straight in the deep end. You've got to love that.
Yeah, you got to respect him. And obviously it speaks volumes for how much head coach at the BBC Bondi Boxing Club Tony Del Vecchio has in terms of faith.
Bondi Boxing Club or gym? Just a...
Hey?
Bondi Boxing Club or gym?
BBC, Bondi Boxing Club.
Just making sure.
It's just that I go to that gym so often, and it just it nourishes me as far as gyms go. I typically actually don't like going to gyms. I find them a little bit negative. But the Bondi Boxing Club is the warmest gym, as I'm sure you can probably vouch for it. It's so friendly.
Ben, I've got to keep you accountable. We just can't have that same mistake happening again, calling the wrong gym name.
The Bondi Boxing Club. This is
main
great
event
promotion
on
for
tonight's program. It is proudly brought to you by J&I Promotions in conjunction with Body Punch Boxing Gym. This is the WBA Oceania Welterweight Championship title, and we are scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds. Introducing firstly, he'll fight from the red corner. He weighed in at 66.25 kilograms. And tonight, in center ring, has the black trunks with gold bands and piping. He's appeared in the roped arena on 18 previous occasions for 13 victories, 5 against, and 10 by way of knockout. With Jeffrey, his trainer in the corner there from Hit Squad, originally born in Cebu, Philippines. He now calls Liverpool, New South Wales, Australia home. Introducing Alan Villavavu.
As they get ready to
And
announce.
the opponent across the ring tonight will fight from the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, green, white and red, adorning the Italian flag colours. 66.65 kilograms, 11 bouts, 7 victories, 3 against, and all 7 by way of knockout. He's trained by Tony Del Vecchio. He's born in Roma, Italy, and he now calls Sydney, Australia home. Introducing, hailing out of Bondi Boxing Club, New South Wales, Australia, Mirko Pizzi.
A lot of respect here as well. All right, Camille, here we go.
I'm really keen to see how well Mirko is able to move. I want to see how well he's recovered from that knee injury, because you can see he's still got, it's heavily bandaged at the moment.
Yeah, it's quite salient, yeah.
I do want to see how well he's able to move forwards and back, especially laterally.
Yeah.
ACL injuries are no joke.
No, they're not. And this fight is no joke. This is 10 3-minute rounds for the WBA Oceania welterweight title. As a point of reference, not to make the focus on me, but I do have a small amount of latent dyslexia. Maybe that can account for the Bondi Boxing Club being called something else. As they start off with Mirko taking the center of the ring, beautiful jab there, though Alan catches it with a high guard. Both fighters look relaxed. Narrowly missing with a hard left hook there by Mirko. As Alan comes forward for a sec, then is promptly pushed backwards. Double jab by Mirko. Both these fighters displaying head movement and relaxation, which is good for a 10-round fight. Beautiful counter hook there, though Alan lands the body. Oh, that was a big shot. Alan's obviously going to have his chin tested tonight because Mirko, as is the case with most Italians, likes to let his hands go.
It's looking like Mirko's settled into the fight really well early on.
Yeah.
Looks like he's settled in quite a lot better than his opponent has at the moment. Looks like Villanueva is struggling a little bit with the distance.
Yeah. And there's a little more tension. Oh, beautiful, beautiful right hooks to the body and a left hook to the head by Mirko Pizzi from Roma. And he does look relaxed, like you said, Camille. He looks like he's established his range. He's selected he's going to walk backwards for the most part and launch forward with devastating shots like that. And Alan lands a borderline shot. That was a really nice shot if it wasn't maybe a little bit low.
And this early on as well, it doesn't look like we're seeing any issues with Mirko's movement.
Yeah, not at all. He's the actual boxer that's doing more of the moving. Nice right hook to the body by Alan, and even better right hook to the head by Mirko.
It looks like that right hook to the body has hurt Mirko. But he's smart, holds, takes his time, calm, collected, and looks like he's trying to get back on his jab.
It's in. The instructions from the BBC Bondi Boxing Club, coming in Italian. Tony Del Vecchio, the Italian trainer, and Mirko Pizzi, this wonderful star who's just gone through a horrific year of multiple serious injuries. They trade good jabs. Alan displaying some good jabs. There we go, a nice jab to the head and a beautiful right hand to the body. The Mirko catches it with the shoulder down defense. That is a huge Extremely fast swinging right hand there by Mirko. Alan's going to have to watch out for that one. I think if Mirko, I'm sure Tony's got a game plan that'll be predicated upon body shots to bring down that left hand of Alan, though Alan throws a beautiful overhand right that doesn't quite land. So over time, Mirko can land that big overhand right that he's thrown a few times thus far.
Ben, are you as amazed as I am sitting ringside hearing the absolute thud of these shots in the first round?
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. Like we said, it's a 10-round fight. To throw that kind of leather, this early means both of these guys favour their power and they like their chances of knocking the opponent out, because Alan threw a couple of massive shots.
It looks like both guys are investing in the body a lot early on as well. These shots are absolutely devastating to the body. I really want to see what type of an impact it's going to have on both as the rounds go on.
Yeah, like you've said before, you invest early in body shots and it typically slows down the legs as well as the response time of the opponent as you go on in a fight. When you've got a 10-round fight, you'll certainly see it later on in the fight. Round number 2 for the WBA Oceania welterweight title. Alan's got a nice long jab, I notice. Mirko opting to come forward at the start of this round. I've noticed how incredibly cool and calm Mirko looks. It's a really, really emotionless but almost relaxed face. Like there's no tension in his face. Alan, by contrast, has got a little bit of tension in his face, in his body. It's a hard body shot, though Mirko avoids it. Oh. Nice counter shot by Mirko. It looks really relaxed. That's really showing some confidence to be able to slip onto the inside. Really duck your head down and get inside in your uppercut range. Mirko looks really relaxed. Alan's shooting some really nice long jabs too. Big shot by Alan there. The first solid shot of the fight. Mirko comes back with the exact same shot. They trade hard left hooks here. Mirko gets under that big shot. Alan is throwing bombs. It's turned into a gunfight. They are throwing bombs. They tangle up on the ropes after several huge winging overhand rights and crisp left hooks. They both landed one really good left hook there, though neither fighter seems affected by it whatsoever. Mirko gets back behind a long jab upon Tony's instructions. Alan lands a nice jab. Good shots there by Alan. Few to the body. Mirko's got to remember to bring his hands back. Mirko's controlling the majority of the action on the outside, but he's got to bring his hands back because Alan can absolutely crack as well. Nice body shots there by Alan. Nice triple left hook to the head by Mirko. That's a hard left hook to the body there by Alan. Mirko looks relaxed still. A little bit of bruising, especially the left hand or the right hand side of the orbital bone, just above the lip on Mirko, but he seems fine. He doesn't look flustered whatsoever. Alan looks buoyed by confidence, starts to come forward a little bit more, but he's still respectful of Mirko Pizzi's power. Mirko saw that shot there. That was a beautiful right uppercut counter, but his right hand got tangled in the rope. For hard shots there, Alan lands a couple of good shots to the body. Some nice sportsmanship there by Alan as he doesn't bunch back. Looks like he found a bit of range there in a definitive round for Alan Villanueva.
Yeah, and you can see a bit of swelling under Mirko's eyes. Those power shots that Villanueva is throwing, you can absolutely hear them. It's great to see that Mirko was able to be smart and hold in that round after taking a few heavy shots.
Yeah.
Smart to hold, take his time, try to go back to the jab. But nonetheless, that was a difficult round. What would you like to see Mirko implement going forward into the third round?
Yeah, well, Mirko's incredibly tough. He's obviously very athletic, so as Tony's instructing him here, more of a variety of punches, not just that big hit and run or get it done kind of overhand right. Invest in more body work, and like Tony was just demonstrating with his own wonderful left uppercut. Uppercuts, get inside.
How about positionally? Would you like Mirko on the front foot or sitting on the back foot?
I'd like so a combination right now. I don't want him to go backwards too much. It might give Alan too much confidence, but I don't want him to walk into any shots because Alan's shown he's got some serious power. I'd like Mirko to do exactly what he's doing. High hands, responsible, tidy, as Alan lands a nice right hand to the body. Mirko comes back with his own beautiful jab to the body. Just responsible, fluid motion. Head movement, relaxed, circle, come forward occasionally. And look for spots like that, almost landing counter right hand. Alan coming forward here. He's got confidence, throwing some hard body shots. They trade hard jabs. Mirko landed that one. Wow. They both seem to have found their range here because Mirko had Alan there lined up for a beautiful right hand after having worn a really hard right hand to the body. They both found ways to hit each other really hard. Nice. Mirko goes backwards, wearing that right hand with his hands up on the gloves. Alan coming forward now, a little bit more stalking behind a nice sharp jab, Hard right hand there, lands by Mirko, but Mirko looks all right, comes back with his own. Nice jab by Mirko. Really hard right hand to the body there by Mirko. Alan staying defensively responsible. Nice bit of head mover there by Alan. Mirko rode those two punches. A really good right hand to the body there by Alan. Mirko throws a blistering right hand there. Might have slowed Alan down a little bit. Nice to see Mirko investing in some serious body shots here because Mirko's got some really powerful shots. I've been at the Bondo Boxing Club multiple times in the last few months, seeing Mirko work on beautiful body shots with Tony. I'd love to see him throw some more of them in the actual fight.
What are some of the strengths that you've seen Mirko have as you've seen him spar, obviously?
Yeah, I have. Obviously, it's shots like that, non-linear shots. Wow, like that again. A right uppercut. Alan walks into it, but says he's okay by banging his gloves. I'd like to see more of this, more movement. Mirko needs to give Alan different angles. They've both got huge power, Camille, but it's obvious that there's more offensive range from Mirko, and he's got to demonstrate it by giving different looks, different angles, more head movement, stay low. Mirko's showing a bit of a tendency to climb up.
You can see that chin just pop in the air a little bit at times.
Just a little bit, yeah. They are hard hooks. That is the definitive end of the round. That's a much better round. Closely contested. I think Mirko's got that round, though. He comes back after some really hairy shots in the middle of the round, maybe took that round towards the end of them hard shots.
I'll tell you what, Ben, this is an absolutely amazing fight produced by Billy Hussein Boxing Promotions along with Raw Sports Media. It's absolutely unbelievable to see this fight here tonight in live, so close to the action.
Yeah, you can hear all these shots. Fortunately for us, a great majority of them are actually happening right near the ropes where we are. The sweat, as the cliche goes, is flying off. You actually see the facial expressions in both of them, and they tense their face to land these huge shots. It's pretty exciting seeing Mirko come back with some force there, but he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful of getting countered. So we hear Luke Southern and Tony Del Vecchio from the Bondo Boxing Club. Last minute instructions to Mirko.
Oddly enough, it looks like both guys are open to being countered. They're a little bit slow on the punch retraction for both of them.
Yeah.
So they're very...
That's a nice phrasing. Slow on the punch retraction. It is true there, as we see a little bit of sweat fly off Alan's head from some good jabs by Mirko. See Mirko now stalking forward. It seems to be a pattern. At the start of each round, Mirko stalks forward, and towards the end of the round comes back with some stalking, but through the majority of the round, it's usually Alan pressing the action. Nice jab by Mirko. Allen throws at the same time, it doesn't land. Mirko follows up with a beautiful jab and then skirts out of damage. Mirko's got great hand speed and great counters. Like you said there, he picks beautiful spots, but he's got to focus on that punch for extraction. Allen throws a huge overhand right while wearing a series of jabs. A barrage of jabs by Mirko Pizzi from Roma, training out of the Bondo Boxing Club. Mirko comes forward there with a nice combination. Allen not bothered thus far, though clearly getting outpointed in this round. Mirko's got to be careful with that shoulder roll defense. He defends the body beautifully, but he can't get caught by one of them as he throws a massive overhand right. Wings it, but Allen's not bothered. Allen's clearly got a definitive beard on him as well as a definitive body shot. Good head movement there by Allen. Mirko pressing forward with more confidence. Mirko willing to stand in and trade fire. He looks to counter Allen with those left hooks. Allen misses with a body shot, pressed against the ropes. Mirko bombs him. Allen comes back with a right uppercut. No one lands anything definitive. I love that Mirko's got his range. I'd just like to see Camille if he brought his left hand back up more often.
It looks like he's really settling in this round, though.
Yeah, it seems like he's got his range again. But maybe the damage, or the problem here is that he could get a little bit too confident as he narrowly avoids a beautiful left foot counter, lands a withering right hook to the rib cage there. Allen's tough, he doesn't look affected. See the passion from Tony Del Vecchio in the Bondo Boxing Club corner. Nice right hook, a nice straight right hand, and then a left uppercut by Allen. The first two meaningful shots landed by Allen in this round. As the round draws to an end, Allen tries to mount some serious offense. Good shots by both fighters there. Mirko Pizzi landing a beautiful counter right hook to the body.
Mirko's really settling in this round. I feel like this is the first round where I've really seen him judge the distance almost as best as he can.
Found his range and started to demonstrate some dominance. It was really impressive, I love that. Allen came back towards the end of the round with a couple of beautiful body shots and a very narrowly avoided left uppercut. We can see Mirko hasn't taken any more punishment in that round. That was the first round where he didn't really get hit at all until those two really nice shots.
Yeah, apart from that left uppercut, other than that, Mirko's really been on point that last round. I want to see how, as we head into the middle rounds, how he's able to capitalize on that momentum.
Yeah, well, we're in the meat of it now, right? Was that round number 5?
I think we're coming into round number 5.
5 now.
I believe.
Both fighters look fresh. You were afforded the close-up on Mirko there. He's hardly even breathing, which is great. Allen does not look flustered at all as he wears a double jab straight to the face. We see that cliched spray fly off his face. Mirko, obviously, as Tony's probably told him, the secret is behind the jab. Establish a long and dominant jab that blunts the momentum and it blunts the offense. And obviously the confidence that Allen briefly felt. Good game plan. Allen flashes a nice long jab. Mirko's able to avoid. Yeah, the distance is perfect as someone from the crowd yells out. Crowd members very happy. Mirko beautifully rolls the right hand, bounces off over the back. That's sweat, glistened Italian back with no hair, mind you. Breaking the Italian stereotype. Allen,
He's literally built. If you look at his physique, it's quite incredible.
Yeah, he is fit, man.
Unbelievable.
This is a very fit welterweight. These boys both look very fit. There's not an ounce of fat on Allen as he wears a really hard jab. So the head comes back with his own right hand to the body. Mirko skirts out of the way of. Nice defensive moves there by both fighters. The last right hand was a glancing shot. Every other one missed. But a really nice combination by Allen. And even better defense there by Mirko. Mirko is getting comfortable. Like you said before, Camille, in the last round, he's found his range. Nice. It was a really nice hard right hook. Allen comes straight back with a blistering short right hook to the body. Mirko's got to keep that right hand up when he trades left hooks with Allen, because Allen Villanueva has got a lethal left hook. He's got great body shots, but he's got a lethal left hook to the head. Oh, wow. Beautiful shots there. Oh, he is dedicating some time to the body. Allen Villanueva. Withering shots into Mirko's body, but Mirko's evidently not bothered. You can see that frame. Not an ounce of fat on either guys. Very chiseled. They work hard in the gym with the abs. Shows here in the 5th round of what is a 10-round title fight for the Australasian WBA welterweight belt. That's the WBA Oceania welterweight belt. A little bit of a break in the intensity here. Both fighters giving each other a few different looks. A little bit more pouring. We draw to the end of this. Nice little overhand by Mirko. Coming forward, you can tell Allen wants to throw something meaningful at the end of the round. Mirko says sorry there.
That right hook's working really well for Mirko, especially off the back of a jab. I'm surprised that Allen's been caught by that so much tonight. It's a punch that you ideally should see coming quite often. The leading with the right hook's quite unconventional.
Yeah. Well, Mirko's a very skilled tactician. He avoids a lot of really hard shots in his previous fights, and in the gym, he's really elusive. Maybe it's a confidence thing. Just gets a little bit too lax because we saw at the start of this fight, I could see Mirko established his will, better range, landing more, we'll say, point-scoring shots. Maybe a little bit too relaxed. That came to his undoing earlier on in the fight. Maybe that's what contextualized that nice right hand that Allen won there. That Allen landed there at the end of what was otherwise a dominant round by Mirko.
Yeah,
and that was round 5.
100%. Definitely a dominant round by Mirko. And I'm saying I can see that right hook of Mirko's landing consistently.
Yeah, it's a thudding, really heavy, beautiful jabs there. Thudding, really heavy hook. Beautiful jabs by both fighters. Beautiful right hand to the body there by Allen. Getting under Mirko's low left hand, under the forearm, snaking into the ribs. Ideally thrown to the sternum, though I've noticed that Mirko's got quite a side-on stance with that kind of Philly shell stance, and Allen squeezes in the right hands right under the rib cage. Ironically, just there, Mirko throws a really hard looping right hand to the rib cage of Allen. Good head movement by Allen, and it looks like the ACL injury is not an issue whatsoever for Mirko. He's moving beautifully around the ring.
Either is a shoulder injury.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Camille.
Great speed, great power from Mirko. I'm seeing nothing that looks like...
the volume on that shot, gosh. See the enthusiasm from the red corner over here. Allen's doing good in spots. He had some great success earlier in this fight. And while Mirko's established better range, narrowly misses that shot, does Allen. While Mirko's established range, he looks very comfortable. Allen's still in this fight. He wears a couple of really hard jabs there, and another one, but he's still in this fight with his beautiful straight rights to the body, and now that really long, sneaky right hand to the head. There it was just there. That was the shorter one, but that landed flush. As Mirko holds for a second. Good jab there. Nice right hand to the body. Allen loves that right hand to the body. You know, as you know all too well, Camille, you set rhythms and patterns in boxing. Jab to the head, jab to the body, jab to the body. You expect the next one to go to the body as well. So a right hand to the body, you expect the next right hand to go to the body. That seems to be one of the tactics Allen's got here. Oh, heavy hooks there, right near us in the corner. They exchange heavy hooks, both landing. And hear the thud. Here, on Law Sports, as Allen lands another nice right hand. Good jab by Mirko, but he wears another right hand there. And he's opted for the hands up defense again. He's got to alternate.
You can see Mirko's in absolutely prime condition because he's wearing these shots to the head and the body quite well.
Yeah, Alan could punch.
Yeah.
Alan could definitely punch. Yeah, these are hard shots. And Mirko's adjusting and coming back each time. They tie up as we draw to the end of the 6th round. And this is the WBA Oceania welterweight title. Hard right hands there by Mirko at the end.
Both boys can punch. Both boys can take a punch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautifully matched fight. Alan's got a few reds on BoxRec or a few L's, but he's a sensational fighter. He can really punch and he's clever. He's not just a heavy hitter, he's clever. He keeps alternating. That's the thing that I'm perhaps most impressed with. One side, his chin, is the fact that he keeps going up and down. Mirko's not wearing them right hands because they're coming out of the blue. The template that Alan keeps setting is body first, then head, or head, then body. It's beautiful.
And if you're in Mirko's corner, how do you neutralize that rhythm and that tempo that Alan's been able to implement?
I'd say don't fall in love with your power. Tony's devised a brilliant game plan, and every time that Mirko sits on the outside and focuses on the jab with bent knees, he just has nothing but success. It's only after Mirko lands a few too many good shots that he starts to relax and sit at mid-range, or drop his left hand too much at mid-range. That's where the success is. So the point here would be, stay at long range, pick the guy apart, look for the spots as they come. Don't try to bomb him and don't get too comfortable at mid-range. Heavy shots there. Mirko beautifully shoulder rolls that right hand, slips inside, pauses for a second. Held, Mirko works the body. The referee calls break. This is round number 7. Scheduled for 10 for the WBA Oceania welterweight title here on J&I Promotions. Co-promoted by Body Punch Gym. There's some beautiful shots there by Mirko. Alan takes them well. Efficiency plus.
Bit of blood from the nose of Mirko.
Yeah, some nice body shots, which is great to see. You want the diversity. Deviate from the head shots. Efficiency plus here in promotion or in co-sponsorship with Flexa Media, Raw Sports. Some hard jabs there. Both parties landed that. I think Alan took the worst of that, but he threw a beautiful jab as well. Nice little inside, it's sort of like hybrid left jab there from Alan. You've seen a bit of blood on Mirko's chest. Alan's been hit more, but I think in the last couple of rounds, Alan's been hit more, but I think the blood's from Mirko. I think. Nice range there from Mirko as he moves elegantly out of the way of a big overhand right that looked to be thrown a little clumsily there. Looked like the first really clumsy shot, too transparent by Alan. Maybe Alan's slowing down. It could be accounted for by the really long, crisp, really well-timed jabs of Mirko. It looks really comfortable here, Camille. What are you seeing unfolding as we're drawing to the end of the fight here, Camille?
I'll be honest, I'm just in awe. I'm in awe of both these men at the moment, giving everything they have
the conditioning
in the pursuit of this WBA Oceania belt. I'll be honest, I've zoned out a little bit from a technical perspective, and I'm just loving watching this battle.
Got some damage? No damage. Alan's still good. Thought Mirko had some big momentum there. Sorry to interrupt you. He throws a hard, spiteful wing overhand right.
Mirko comes back with a beautiful overhand right.
Beautiful action. Alan's got bent knees, comes back with his own right uppercut that Mirko narrowly avoids. These rounds are flying by. The rounds fly by as they trade hard shots.
Amazing. The heart on display here tonight is amazing. The will on display here tonight is amazing. Yeah. Both men, neither are willing to give an inch in the pursuit of this belt here tonight.
Yeah, it's sensational. It's hard to remember to keep commentating. I'm a fan, obviously, of boxing. These guys have been trading beautiful shots, hard shots, but there's been technique the whole time. It's been sensational. So get ready to start the 8th round. We've got a grand total of 3 more rounds of this. for the WBA Oceania welterweight title. 10 threes. It's been a great contest. Mirko's pulled ahead with a really good outside game, and Alan's right in there with some really hard body shots and some really crisp left hooks. Let's see what happens next. Mirko's just got to remember, even though Mirko himself can seriously punch, as we've seen with them blistering overhand rights and right hooks, Alan can punch as well. Yeah, Alan loves it. He wants more combat. Bangs his gloves together. As you can see, like I said before, Mirko does his best work on the outside when he's poised and relaxed. When he's not looking to do extreme damage. It's only when he gets into kill mode and sits at mid-range with his hands down that he ever gets caught. Mirko looks, this is brilliant conditioning. That is a really hard right hook to the body. Gosh damn. To come off brutal operations, hellacious injuries, and to have this amount of cardio and look this unfazed after the damage that Mirko's taken through the year and in this fight, very impressive. Great genetics and great conditioning. Obviously from the Bondo Boxing Club. Head trainer Tony Del Vecchio is going to be very impressed with his charge here. As Alan Villanueva looks like he's slowing down maybe just a bit. Camille, what do you see? Is Alan slowing down?
I think so. I'm starting to see Mirko landing those right hooks a little bit more often. I would like to see, as you were saying before, a little bit more punch variation from Mirko.
Yeah.
But that body work is really...
That is something. Yeah, it is, Camille. That is sensational body work. They are brutal shots. Speaking of brutal shots, Mirko's got to be tighter here because Alan is tough.
It's quite difficult because it looks like almost Mirko will hurt Alan, but then that almost spurs Alan on to come back with these bombs.
Yeah.
You just can't switch off at any given moment against Alan.
No, you can't. He's a heavy puncher. He's from the Philippines. He's got great genes. He's tough. He will not go down without a monumental fight. We see that here. Mirko landing some heavy, sharp clubbing shots, but just like that, Alan coming right back. And he comes back often with this kind of hybrid straight right hand, then that left uppercut, left jab. It pierces the guard of Mirko. He's got to be really careful of that. Nice counters by Alan, though Mirko was able to catch them counters. You see some nice head movement, poise from both fighters. Oh, that was a brutal left hook to the body. So we see Mirko sensibly tie up. He may have felt that shot. That was a brutal left hook to the body. Mirko, a veteran and a very intelligent guy, very intelligent boxer, sensibly ties up. 10-second announcement.
That little bit of talking to by the referee was great for Mirko. Gave him a chance to get more of a breather.
Yeah.
My God, those body shots that Alan are throwing, and Mirko's absorbing them so well.
Well, he's looked completely unfazed until that last 10 seconds. I think he wore some of them. I think you'd see there was some agony in his face, genuine agony too. This is not sensationalism, folks. I saw Mirko wince. I saw him tie up sensibly, and he's back there sucking in much needed breaths. And looking to come out and establish dominance from range again.
You can see Tony Del Vecchio, the trainer from Bondi Boxing Club. He's trying to get Mirko, it looks like he's trying to tell Mirko to move to the right-hand side, to stay away from Alan's right hand.
Very good point, yeah. I noticed that as well. I think his also are imploring him to throw some more straight punches. Less of the winging shots. The acoustics in here are sensational. Every time those big shots land, I think Mirko relaxes. You know, because he knows he's landed something that's got to do some sort of damage. He relaxes, his hands kind of drop. That's when the trouble starts. The back of the head. It's always the danger with the shoulder roller when you got a looping punch throw. Same enthusiast from the crowd yells the jabbers all day, which means obviously this jab is dominant. He's got to sit behind it. Tony works very hard at the Bondo box and covered Moko to establish a killer jab, demonstrated there yet again.
And landed a beautiful left hook as well.
Yeah, Moko's got a sensational lead hand there as he uses it just to establish and pour, find some range. Gosh, Moko's fit. I mean, Alan's fit as well, but Moko's trying to work as much as he can. Nice. Heavy hooks to the body. Moko is able to deflect them though with his forearms and shoulder rolling. I'd really like above all else right now, Camille, to see Moko throw some long straight jabs and then some brutal straight right hands. That's probably the main thing that's been missing. Moko's thrown hooks, he's thrown body shots, he's thrown overhand shots, but he hasn't thrown really straight shots. Perhaps it could be a shoulder issue.
Could be. But like you were saying, the straight shots have been the most effective when he has thrown them. That and the right hook, oddly enough, as well, has been quite effective for Mirko.
Yeah, agreed. He's done really well, but the only thing that's missing is that Tommy hand style, super long straight right hand. And Mirko's got it. I've seen him throw some really good shots, but he's having degrees of success with the overhand cutting shot. But there we go, that's a nice straight, even though it's to the body. Mirko there. Mouth guard goes out momentarily. That's the first 1-2 that I've seen, first straight 1-2. Really good success with the overhand right and the clubbing right, but that's the first really nice crisp straight right I've seen. Hopefully we see it again. Mirko looking really relaxed. Narrowly avoids both of them right hands. They look close, but they didn't land. They exchange hard shots there and then show a little bit of respect.
No matter what Mirko's taken tonight, he's absolutely had a poker face and seemed relaxed all night.
Yeah. Well, he's from Roma. They're not the most flamboyant or the most theatrical of the Italians. The further south you go, they usually get more theatrical, but Roma's a cool customer, 24/7. In spite of the Italian stereotype, he's at least one of the coolest heads at the Bondo Boxing Club. He's always cool and calm, he's always focused.
And no doubt we've got our Italian viewers tuning in to watch Mirko win this title.
Yeah, internationally broadcast or internationally streamed through Raw Sports. We say buongiorno and gallardo to all the Italians out there watching Mirko.
And this is the 10th
from the
and
Bondo Boxing Club.
final round.
Tony Novecchio, you heard it there, folks. 10th and final round. This has been the fight of the night. Tony intelligently implores his charge. He needs this round. It's been a relatively close fight. I don't think he needs this round, but it's always good to show that kind of psychology into your fighter. Brilliant techniques here from both of them. Beautiful overhand right there by Alan. Look at this, they're sitting low. It's incredibly hard, as you know, at the end of a fight, especially a 10-round fight, believe you me, to sit low with your hands up and your elbows in and your chin's down.
Well, Ben, you'd know better than anybody, having definitely been there.
Yeah. Well, I've only got to the 9th round. I knocked out, it was Les Piper that I got to the 9th round in, or that he got to the 9th round in. A wonderful fellow. If he's watching at home, hello, Les Pipers. Mirko Pizzi just lands a massive, a gargantuan. Clubbing right, but obviously he feels the effects for a moment after. A beautiful jab by Mirko. Nice right hand to the body there by Alan Villanueva, hanging tough as Mirko's vaunted offense looks to be generating some serious momentum now. The referee splits him. Mirko's got his hands back up, which is always a good sign. Nice left hand there. It's that left hand. It's like a 3/4 jab, 1/4 uppercut from the Filipino and Alan Villanueva, and it lands every time. It's beautiful. That is a heavy shot. Good grief, the acoustics in here. That echoed around this this center. That is brutal. Nice head movement there and a pivot out to the right by Mirko.
Smart by Mirko. Anytime Alan seems to bridge the distance, Mirko's tying up.
Yeah, he's a clever fighter there. Their offense and their defense, but also their cerebral disposition is honed to the Bondo Boxing Club. Nice triple left hook by Mirko. The last one lands. Huge right hand by Mirko as Alan shoots back. Not long left in the final round for the WBA Oceania welterweight title. Beautiful left hook to the body there. And another one.
Bring the boys home to the final 30 seconds.
Here we go, the final 30 seconds, Camille.
Both men absolutely want this. You can see them putting everything on the line. Neither man is leaving anything left in the tank.
Yeah, she has been a barnstormer, mate. It's been a beautiful fight. Mirko there sitting on the outside knowing he's clinched the last round. Alan storms forward and lands a couple of meaningful punches. They won't be enough. They embrace.
What an amazing 10-rounder we have just seen here.
Sensational. That really was a sensational fight. Everyone's happy and no one's disappointed by that. Mirko's happy, he's got the marks to show that he was in a battle. Alan's exhausted.
12 months out, shoulder injury, knee injury, coming back, 10 rounds for a title fight against an absolutely hellacious puncher.
Yeah.
Tell me that isn't the mark of a courageous
that is
man.
phenomenal.
And full credit to Alan Villanueva as well.
Yeah, full credit to Alan, but like you just said, that's a really beautiful encapsulation. The context for Mirko, with an ACL that you can still see, next time it cuts to his full body, he's taped up right now, recovered from shoulder injury, shoulder surgery, and he's done sensational. Like I said, sitting in the middle of the ring on bent knees with your chin down, trading hard shots in the 10th round, it's a tribute to the amount of conditioning that both guys have and just the overall integrity, which you saw in both the fighters there. Very, very impressive. You see from the Bondo Boxing Club, former mixed martial artist star Virgil Calicota from Cape Town in South Africa, now based in Australia. Tony Del Vecchio, the vaunted head coach of the Bondo Boxing Club, and rising trainer Luke Southern, or as he's known, Cool Hand Luke, the Bondo Boxing Club corner. They've obviously got to be confident, in spite of some brilliant success in the early to mid rounds by Alan, that they've got the victory for the Italianos, or the Italianos.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, just while we're waiting for the officials at ringside to provide me with these scores, please show your appreciation for two combatants here that went toe-to-toe, punch for punch, and a worthy WBA Oceania Championship title.
Here we go.
Fight fans, scores will read as follows. Will Sula scored the contest 96-94. Michael Heavey scored the contest 97-93. And Jonathan Knight 98-92. Your winner, by way of unanimous points decision, and the new WBA Oceania welterweight champion, Mirko Pizzi.
See, in that fight, he was sensational. But Mirko Pizzi would have taken that fight by at least, in my estimation, what do you reckon? 3 rounds, 4 rounds?
Yeah.
I know Tony Delvecchio personally, so I don't want to incur his wrath, but it wasn't a whitewash, but it was still a definitive victory for Mirko.
I would have had Mirko ahead at least 7-3.
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I was going to say.
6-4 on a bad scorecard.
Yeah, okay. Well, I agree. I'd say 7-3. I was just being conservative. It was only a couple of rounds that Alan Villanueva won. But
Please show your appreciation.
I think it was more that it was a shock because Mirko was so
Tonight for the red corner, Alan Villanueva. And of course, making the presentation is Gemma Dale for the WBA Oceania Championship Total Belts.
What's that chant? You know what that chant is? Mirko. That was Mirko? Good grief.
Mirko, congratulations, mate. A very, very tough bout. 10 rounds to get the decision.
Yeah, congratulations to my opponent, his team. He gave me a really tough 10 rounds. I couldn't be happier than the performance, especially after the tough year I've been through. I've been through 2 potentially and career-ending injury. I overcome them, and here I am, a new Oceania champion. Couldn't ask for anything better to end the year. Thanks to my team, everyone, my girlfriend, all my mates that come here to support me. I'm Billy to put on a great show.
Once again, congratulations, mate. You've got the championship strap around your belt tonight, and it was also a very, very tough fight tonight, and a great performance, of course, from Mirko Pizzi, the new WBA. Your attendance in the new year 2025. My name's Michael Pitbull. Good night.
I think I'm gonna cut.